hold on. Yeah. All right. What's up, beautiful people? My special people. My lovely people. Good evening. We almost didn't have a show tonight. I overslept. I woke up. I yelled, fuck! And now we're here. We're late. Uh, it's a last minute notification, so I don't expect people to be here tonight. You know, I don't expect people to be here any night, but thank you to the people who are here. Becky, Templar, Biggie Smalls, and Mickey Griggs. And that's it. Thank you, people. My special people. My beautiful people. Somebody just sent me a link here. It looks like the Jake Paul fight is going on. So I guess everybody's having a good time with that. Looks like he's fighting like shit. I don't know. He's getting tired. Oh, he just uppercutted a guy. Maybe he's not doing so bad. Maybe he's doing better than I expected. But, or what it looked like earlier. Damn. So, yeah, I don't know if he's winning or losing. It's round 8 right now. I got some asshole on YouTube. He's bootlegging the fight. He's showing it to you live on the big screen. And you can't even watch the fight because every 2 seconds, y'all send the cash app, y'all. Make sure y'all send that cash app, y'all. Make sure y'all show appreciation for the channel, y'all. I'm like, damn, how come I can't talk like that, man? I asked for a super chat, and I'll have people breaking my balls for the next fucking 3 months. Oh, you're a beggar, man. You asked for a super chat. Meanwhile, this fucking asshole, he's on here every 2 seconds. You can't even watch the fight. He's like, y'all, send the cash app, y'all. Yeah. Much appreciate y'all. I'm like, damn. Ain't nobody breaking his balls, I bet. Nobody's going into his chat. Yo, man, stop asking for support and donations on your YouTube channel, man. He ain't getting none of that shit. God forbid I have a bad week and I ask a motherfucker, hey, support the channel, you know? Oh my God, he's asking people to support the channel. No, he's a beggar. What up, Sven? The weather in Denmark as of today, it's Sunday, June 29th, 6:56 a.m. Oh, he got knocked out? No, I can't show the fight on here. Whoever's YouTube channel that is, he's gonna be fucked. They'll suspend his channel. I don't know, or maybe even ban him. I don't know. Be showing a live fight on your channel on pay-per-view? Like, nah, man, you can't be doing that shit. Got to show the fight my ass. Round 8. Well, it looks like a real fight at least. None of that Mike Tyson phony bullshit, you know? It's a shame what he did to Tyson. They were in cahoots. Tyson had to throw that fight so this way, he wouldn't risk getting hurt. Even though I think he could have knocked Jake Paul out, of course, but he was holding back on his punches. It was rigged. Tyson doesn't hurt him. He doesn't hurt Tyson. This one looks real, though. These are real punches. These are real, nobody's holding back shit. Jake Paul's hugging the guy and shit, all out of breath. So this is a real fight. 71 degrees. Mostly sunny. Let me see. What's the weather like? Well, it's going to be 88 degrees today and cloudy. Same thing on Monday. Tuesday, it's going to rain. And Wednesday, it's going to rain. But the temperature is going to stay the same. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week, you got 87 degrees and sunshine. So it looks like that's when I'll be going to the beach. Yo, it's going to be a hot summer. Shit. It's basically going to stay 90 degrees for the next week and a half. Next Sunday, 90. Next Monday, 89. Next Tuesday, 92. I mean, I guess it's July, but still, you know. I'm not used to this heat yet. What up, Mo? He's got 5,000 people watching, so of course he's going to ask for donations. Well, he has that privilege, you know. I don't. Yeah, but I heard him in there like, yo, we got 5,000 people in here, man. Can I get a $5 super chat? Come on, y'all. Every 2 seconds. I'm like, can I watch the fight? Can you shut the fuck up? Must be nice to ask for donations and support, huh? Support their YouTube channel. Keep it alive, huh? So they can show you bootleg fucking boxing matches. Pirated from pay-per-view. Must be nice. God forbid I say, hey, guys, hit the like button and send a super chat. Maybe I'm not saying it the right way. I gotta say, come on, y'all. Hey, man. Maybe I should talk like that. I should have started my YouTube channel talking like that. I could have created a whole character. You guys wouldn't have known. Hey, y'all, what's up, man? Nah, fuck y'all. Y'all ain't doing nothing, man. We gonna dox your ass. We gonna go ahead and kill all y'all, man. We gonna pull up, man. Yeah, this is what this shit all about. Attacking people and getting donations. Yeah. Come on, y'all. That's what I should have done, man. My name could have been like, I don't know, Jamal Ginsburg or something, you know? Yeah, could have had a whole identity. 20 years in jail, still claiming crip. And, you know, could have had a good channel. Could have made millions of dollars. You guys don't care what's true and what's not. You guys watch bullshit anyway. You watch these phonies anyway. Might as well have came up with a new identity. Thank you, Mom. Throw me a nugget. Come on, man. I want to get some chicken nuggets after this shit. Somebody said $5. Like, damn. Can we watch the fight? Let's see what's going on. Let's see, is it still live? Yeah. I wish I could let you hear it, but I don't want to live stream this shit. I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. See if you could hear him.
What kind of boxing out you see? They fight. I'm impressed by Jake Paul.
Oh! Jake Paul looks like he's going down, man. Oh, he's taking some hits to the face. He's getting fucked. Hold on. Is this guy going to beat Jake Paul's ass? Don't do it, Templar says. Don't do it. Oh, he's raising his hands up because he won that round. Jake Paul lost that shit.
Jake Paul is winning. Who y'all think is winning? Put a number one if you think Jake Paul is winning. Put a number two if you think Chavez is winning. Come on, put something in the comments. Put a number one in there if you think Jake Paul is winning. Number two if you think Chavez is winning.
Chavez? Isn't it Chavez? It's Chavez?
Come on, man. Somebody ain't far away putting these threes in. Y'all tripping.
You hear this motherfucker? Y'all tripping, man.
That's what I'm talking
Y'all
about.
think Chavez wins?
Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. This is a hell of a fight. I don't know what y'all, some of y'all got someone's a whack fight. It started off kind of crazy. Look, he looked like he wanted to give up. They found They try to put grease on his face. He snatched his head back and everything. He don't really want to do this, boss.
You hear this shit? But before, it was like, come on, every 2 seconds. Come on, yo, send a super chat, yo. What the fuck? No, don't do it. They will report your stream, son of a bitch. All right. Tony Buick's Ken is going to be one of the ring girls. Looks like it. Where they fighting at? Thailand? His asshole is still sore. Anyway, yeah. All right. Well, the show died, went to shit. Where are these people, man? I got people sending me emails. Yo, give me a wrench. Yeah, give you a wrench. Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? When people ask for wrenches, that makes me highly suspicious. Especially after the shit I've been talking about for the past couple of days about being sabotaged and you coming in here asking for a wrench, sending me emails. So, I don't know. Then they don't show up for my show, though, but they want a wrench. What do you want a wrench for? You don't even show up in the chat. Or are you in the chat just blocking people? Huh? Is that what you want the wrench for? To block people again, you piece of shit? I'm paranoid now. I know the motherfucker ain't here right now with 21 people watching like I'm a fucking loser now. You know? Fucking homeless bums with gangrene in their fucking mouth get fucking more views than me now. This is wonderful. Templar boy. Don't do it, boy. All right. Well, maybe I should have just, when I woke up, I should have just rolled over and went back to sleep. I shouldn't have never rushed to do this show. There's nothing to talk about. Jake Paul's getting his ass beat. Thank you, Becky. Give Ken a wrench. What up, Dwayne boy? Dwayne boy. Buick's got a lady boy. Jake Paul's getting tired, man. He's hugging motherfuckers and shit. Come on, Jake. Get surgical with this bitch, Jake. Anyway, Jake. Jake, it's like a name for like a, what do you call those dogs? The name Jake's like a name for like your pet pug or some shit, you know? You got like a pug named Jake. Wait, what happened? I missed it. What's he jumping up raising his hands for? You didn't win shit, boy. Nita baby. What's up, Nita? Are you watching Jake Paul get his ass kicked? Oh look.
UFC fights, I will have them on too. That's gonna do it. If you ever see me come on live, just give me a reminder what fights you want, and I'll make sure I have it for you. And this was a hell of a fight. I'm gonna have the Javante Tank Davis fight. Also, when they fight Roach here in Washington D.C.
All right. I just want to hear him beg. Hold on. Early today, baby. Damn, I want to hear him beg. Come on. I gotta learn how to beg. I'm pruning my seaweed, but listening, and hello to the chat. Jake the Snake Roberts. Damn.
Ain't supposed to look at his father. Still talking about like, what the hell you supposed to crank his head that left foot? He can't do nothing.
Shit.
The reason I got it down like this because I don't want to be mountain up.
Damn. Anyway, let me see what's in the news real quick. Damn, man. Come on. Is this guy gonna start begging or what? Hold on. I want to hear this guy beg. I want you guys to hear it.
Super chats, cash
Oh,
apps,
here we
and
go.
all that. Appreciate y'all so much. I'm telling you, I really did.
Hold on.
And I thank y'all so much. He let a YouTuber beat him. Yeah, that's the only reason why it's late and everything. You guys up, y'all stay till the morning. Some of y'all probably gotta go to church or faking like y'all going to church anyway tomorrow. And I appreciate y'all. But as soon as they get to the announcement that announce the winner and everything, I will turn up.
Motherfucker. Anyway, what up, Vegas Pete? Must be nice to bootleg boxing matches and have 10,000 people watching your show, huh? Maybe that's what we should turn into, a bootleg boxing match channel. Give me some cash apps and all that goods. That's what he said. Hold on. Let me fast forward the bullshit. Okay, they're gonna announce right now who won.
Announcement, I'm gonna turn up.
We're gonna turn up, y'all.
It's got all this music keep playing in the background. I don't want to have that going. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Rounds begin with the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judge Steve Weisfeld, season 99 to 91. Judge Rudy Barragan, season 97 to 93. And Judge Max Saluka, season 98 to 92. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision. Jake.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so Jake Paul won. Looked like towards the end he was getting his ass kicked there. There you go. All right, so Jake Paul won once again. He's showing off his energy drink, or is that deodorant? I don't know what the fuck that was. Looks like they got fucking Mayor Adams as the referee. The illustrious Mayor Adams. Well, oh,
Yeah, you heard the winner of that. They don't care about it. 40 years old, 39. He don't look 39. I guess them narcotics kind of kept him youthful a little bit.
the narcotics kept him youthful a little bit. He don't look 39. What's that supposed to mean? 39 don't look old. 39 is the new 20. What are you talking about? 39 is the new 20, boy. Back in the day, a motherfucker used to be 40. He looked 40. He was 40. Motherfucker had a house, motherfucking 3 cars and shit, had a big career, 40 years old. Now, 40 ain't shit. Motherfucker 40 feeling like he 18. Living like an asshole in this day and age. Can't afford shit. And 47 is the new 60. Yeah. Wait, what? Is that when it kicks in? 47? Jim Jones is about 47. He looks like shit. I don't know, man. Yeah, I need some youthful narcotics too. Shit. Tap me into the fucking fountain of youth, pal. Shit, your knees, my hip, my back. Shit.
Hell, you ain't something Devontae. Devontae is 135 pounds, Jay.
Devontae.
What's wrong with him, man? He says Devontae. Come on, man. Devontae is a 135-pound fighter, man.
Devontae got a 5-inch dick.
You over 200 pounds. You a heavyweight for real.
You ain't shit. You a heavyweight, man. You 200 pounds. Devontae got a little dick.
You want to see my face, Hella? He used to be saying it more. When do you want to return? As soon as possible.
Fucking Jake Paul. Shit. But yeah. 40's the new friggin' 20, all right? 25. I'm fucking hating on people. Yeah, he don't look 39. What the fuck is that supposed to be? Fuck 39 is supposed to look like? That's offensive. That's a slur.
Real talk with Marvin. Check me out.
I don't care, bro. I got another time. I'm 28 years
Check
old.
me out.
I'll play anyone, any comedy place.
And we're gonna see what Chavez ready to go get
Chavez. Why are you calling him Chavez? Is that his name? Chavez? It's Chavez, right? Chavez. I knew an asshole I worked with one time. You know how we used to have the Tappan Zee Bridge? Tappan Zee Bridge became the Mario Cuomo Bridge. Anyway, it was originally called Tappan Zee Bridge. This bitch want to go around saying Tapansy. You was on the Tapansy Bridge. I'm like, what the fuck? Tapansy. Stupid ass. She's probably having a nice, wonderful career somewhere right now. Making $100K a year, asshole. I want a rematch and paid in advance. Yeah, send me cash apps out before the rematch starts in 6 months. 39 is young. Yes, Becky, that's right. Forever young. Forever young. What up, Nightmare? Shouts to the West Coast. Saturday night and everybody's feeling all right. I don't know. Guy looked like he was winning at the end there. I guess he lost. He ain't got no name recognition. Name is Chavez. Chavez. It's Chavez, asshole. Get over it. Shouts to Nightmare. Won't you take me to Becky Town? All right, let me drop a link. See who wants to come on here and chit chat. It's only been 20 minutes. Fuck. Ah, Biggie Smalls, breaking news. Oh no, I'm afraid to look. Let me see. Breaking news, my ass. Hold on. My voice sounds like shit. I'm sorry. Sorry. Where is it? Why can't I see his link here? Let me see. Biggie Smalls. That's not showing up in my chat on my phone. What? Am I stupid? Yeah, that didn't show up in my. What? Bad link? All right. Has Buick shown his face? Does he have ass and mouth sores? We haven't seen his face yet. I'm sure his asshole is sore right now. I guess that's none of our business. Anyway, what up, Brian? Brian Bozek, boy. Jake Paul just won. I don't know how many fights he's won, but he won another fight. Hold on, let's see what his ass was saying.
Fight. Again, I do not own the rights to this. It's on for educational.
Oh, it's over. He's done. All right. It's over. This is for educational purposes only, y'all. I'm bootlegging this, but all right. Fuck. What's in the news? Wisconsin man learns his fate after shooting family, killing sister over dirty dishes. He was told to do the dishes. Now he will be doing 35 years. A Wisconsin man murdered his sister and shot his parents after he got fed up when they told him to do the dishes, claiming he'd been bullied for years over being unemployed. Gerardo Jimenez Rico admitted he opened fire inside the family's Milwaukee home. I mean, fuck, living in Milwaukee, I'd be pissed off too. Imagine you wake up one day and you're in fucking Milwaukee. Oh my god. I'd be angry too. How did this asshole have access to guns? If you live in Milwaukee, I don't want you having access to guns. That means you're severely depressed. And I don't blame you. Life is shit every time you wake up in Milwaukee. The hell does Milwaukee have? Do they even have a bridge over there? A skyscraper? A mailbox? Anything? I mean, shit. Milwaukee? The fuck did Milwaukee ever produce or invent? We're going to hate on Milwaukee right now for the next couple of minutes because I got nothing else to talk about. Anyway, let's get back to the news story. Fuck it. He opened fire inside the family's Milwaukee home on January 22nd, just hours after they returned from a month-long vacation to Mexico without him. Wow. Oh, so they go to Mexico and they leave him in Milwaukee. They go on vacation to Mexico without him. The whole family gets to go except for him. When they come home, they tell him, hey, do the dishes, asshole. How come these dishes ain't done? We're sipping margaritas on the beach in Punta Cana or fucking, what is it called? Cabo San Lucas bullshit. And we come home and the dishes aren't done? Loser? Milwaukee loser? What up, Moochie? Gay Uncle says F Milwaukee. Milwaukee beer? Didn't they have an asshole named like Milwaukee Phil or something? Oh, new Redzilla, huh? Gunbro got a bad link from our show, man. Fuck him, man. Harley Davidson comes from Milwaukee? Need a baby. Good to see you up, hun. Did you find out why they killed that rapper guy in the shower? Shit. You see all the wins Trump's been getting with the Supreme Court of the United States ruling and the S&P 500 as well as the peace talks he helped with the Congo and Rwanda. Oh, yeah, I saw that lady from the Congo. Mr. President, we are nominating you for Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah, man. No, he's been having wins lately. She basically strong-armed him. She's like, no other president has ever helped us. We have hope now. Mr. President, we have hope that things will change in Congo. Congo forever. And Trump's like, oh, yeah, great. Now I got to do something about this shithole country. Great. Putting me on the spot. So, yeah. Shouts to the Congo. What up, stepchild? Pat. What up, Pat? Good to see you, Pat. All right, back to the story. So, yeah, this asshole kills his own parents and his own sister because they went on vacation without him. And when they came home, they expected at least the dishes to be done. They've been bullying him, you know. Anyway, his sister was kind of hot. What an asshole, huh? A Milwaukee County judge. He's grumpy. I'd like to see his face. A Milwaukee County judge. He's not a happy camper. Probably has a rude disposition about himself. Just bitter and angry. I'd be too if I woke up in fucking Milwaukee. Anyway, the judge sentenced him on Tuesday to 35 years in prison and 19 years of supervised release. So he's 35 now, got sentenced to 35 years. So that's as long as he's been living. So as long as he's been living, he just got a sentence for that. So, and I guess you get good time shaved off. So he come home when he was like 65, 70 years old, some shit. And then after that, he's going to have 19 years of supervised release. So 70, fucking until he's 89 years old. Holy Toledo. I'm sure by then some woke judge will be like, oh, this is overruled. He killed his parents. He did a good deed. That's how the woke are these days. Get some woke activist judge that just lets him go free into society to kill again. Oh, wait, he might be the wrong skin color for that. Is he white? No, he's not white. Jimenez Rico. No, yeah, that judge is going to let him free one day. This man's oppressed, just because he killed his parents and sister over doing the dishes doesn't mean that, it ain't the white man's fault. You got to blame the white man. Let him out. Let him out of jail. He'll get free. He's not doing 35 years. Not for this. He'll be all right. He's got to wait 4 years until Trump's out of office or until the fucking Democrats take over the Congress again, and then they'll let this asshole free. Anyway, this asshole pleaded guilty last month to first-degree reckless homicide, attempted second-degree intentional homicide, and first-degree reckless injury. 35 years. Plus 19 years of a supervised release. So, I don't know, man. What up, George? God bless the fucking sewer, also known as the Congo on hood. You ever heard the story of Makelia Membe? Or Makelia Membe. That's what it is. Makelia Membe. You ever heard of Makelia Membe? It's a story about, because a lot of the Congo's been uncharted territory, Some spots no human beings have set foot in, ever, in the Congo. There's villages out there that say there's a hippo killer. Kills hippos in the river out there. You know what it is to kill a hippo? Makelia Membe. When they describe what it is, the villagers describe the brontosaurus. It lives in the rivers over there and kills hippos. The last of the dinosaurs. They haven't been able to send teams out there to explore because the Congo jungle is so savage and untouched, As soon as you step foot in there, a mosquito will fucking shove malaria and West Nile virus right up your ass. You won't even make it into the jungle, boy. That's how vicious and treacherous and dangerous it is. So, who knows? Maybe Makelia Membe is real. The last of the dinosaurs. A brontosaurus that kills hippos in the river. In prison, they should make him work in the kitchen washing dishes. That's probably what, that's karma, isn't that? That's what we would call karma, my friend. You didn't want to do the dishes when you had freedom living in Milwaukee? Well, now you're going to do it in prison, boy, and you're going to be forced to do it. Those COs are going to kick your ass, you don't do your dishes. You're going to be doing dishes for about 3-4 hours a day before you get some rec time. Then you're going to have to join up with a gang. His last name is Jimenez Rico, so he's going to have to click up. Rolling, West Side Rolling. I don't know who he's going to join up with. Crip? No, Crip ain't fucking dealing with him. He's going to have to go to the other side of the yard, boy. You don't belong around here. Cracker. But in the indictment about Swifty Blue, they told a guy on the jail phone, remember the Raza rapper, Swede, in the shower? Do him the same way without prejudice. And boom, now my mind is stuck on it. Damn. Motherfuckers getting did dirty out there, man. They done did dirty. What up, Carmine? Shouts to Carmine. Thank you for coming on the show last night, man. Keeping the content alive. Jimenez Rico told police he didn't go on the trip because he couldn't afford it, and said his family often gangs up on him because he is unemployed and he feels they bully him. He should have started a YouTube channel doxing and threatening people, you know. He would have made a lot of money. After they returned, his father confronted him about dirty dishes piling up in the sink. I told you. So while he's fucking suffering in friggin' Milwaukee, living in squalor, I don't even know what the fuck Milwaukee looks like, man. I'm picturing the OK Corral, but it's probably not like that. It's flyover country, man. Nobody cares. Anyway, how would you feel? These assholes go to Mexico and you're stuck in Milwaukee, and then they say, hey, what's this mess in this kitchen? Why aren't our dishes done, motherfucker? When I come home, I want clean plates on the table. After they returned, his father confronted him about dirty dishes piling up in the sink. Jimenez Rico said the plumbing was backed up. Well, this guy's got a lot of excuses. Now the pipes aren't working. I don't know. But the fight escalated when his father told him to move out. And his sister, 22-year-old Jocelyn Jimenez, chimed in to agree. She better shut up because she's 22 years old. She old enough to get the fuck out too. So you better shut up. Mind your business. Well, now I guess it's too late. I guess he shut her up. That's when he pulled a gun from his waistband and opened fire. So what? He's just walking around the house with a gun in his waistband? Who does that? Nah. See, now something ain't adding up here. This don't sound right. Let me think about this. These assholes are sunbathing and doing the cha-cha-cha in Mexico. They come home. They see the dishes aren't done. The poor asshole that they left in Milwaukee and they didn't get to join in on the festivities. They're breaking his balls about it. He's walking around the house with a loaded gun. I guess he knew they were coming home. Sounds like he plotted this. Sounds like he was looking just for any little excuse to fucking pull that trigger. He was pissed off, man. He's probably Googling what fucking Cabo San Lucas looks like in Mexico. Probably like, wow, pristine blue water, white sand, fucking mojitos, fucking. Probably tuned into Telemundo for a few minutes just to fucking feel like he was there. And they come home with complaints. They come home complaining. So he was pissed off. He plotted this, man. And I don't think it was about the dishes. It was about the trip. Motherfuckers get killed over going to Mexico, man. You remember Travis Alexander? He lived in Arizona and Tempe. Lived in Tempe, Arizona, in a nice fucking condo out there with a hacienda fucking roof. You're not blocked. How could you be blocked if you just? How could you be blocked, Vito? Maybe you are. I don't know. Vito Calzone. We'll unblock you. Member for 12 months. That's a whole year. Thank you, Vito. We'll get you unblocked. I gotta get a few people unblocked. Gotta keep looking. I'll make a mental note of your name. It's easy to remember. I'll be looking for you, brother. We'll get you unblocked. Don't worry about it. And thank you for participating. You're not blocked. You're right here. Well, God damn it, Vito. God damn it. We'll get you unblocked. But you're right here, so I don't know. You're good. Yeah, you wasn't blocked. You're good. You've been unblocked, boy. You just didn't know. Anyway, remember Travis Alexander? He was dating Jodi Arias in Tempe, Arizona. He broke up with her. She was obsessed. Must be nice to be in love. Anyway, she found out that he was plotting to go to Mexico. Originally he was going to take her. It was like a business trip. He was one of like those evangelical assholes that tours the world giving motivational speeches and making millions of dollars a fucking year for giving 1 hour seminars in fucking hotel rooms and shit. Anyway, he was only 30 years old, doing good for himself, you know? I'd like to give motivational fucking speeches somewhere for an hour across the country in every fucking Motel 6 or some shit. Anyway, she killed him when she found out that instead of taking her, he was going to take another girl to Mexico for the work trip. So before he could go to Mexico, she went over there, banged him one last time, and then killed him. Viciously killed him. So, word to the wise out there. If any of you guys are planning trips to Mexico and you feel like maybe somebody wants to go with you, either take them with you or don't tell them about it at all because you're going to die, motherfucker. You're going to die. You saw what happened here. This guy was just waiting for his parents to come home. He had the gun already in his waistband. He thinks he's fucking Dirty Harry over here. What up, Sal? Sal Store Pissarro. I remember that Travis Alexander. Remember the pics in the shower? Yeah. She left him to rot in the shower after she stabbed him 27 times, slit his throat, and shot him in the head. Jesus. If that wasn't death penalty eligible, I don't know what is. Of course, the woke jokes out there couldn't agree on it. How could you not agree on death penalty? She stabbed him 27 times, slit his throat, and shot him in the head. And this is after she seduced him with anal sex and shit like that. Psycho killer. Yeah, that's right. Don't go to Mexico, period. Or how about that? Yeah, that's my motto. How about not booking a trip to Mexico at all? Either way, it's not good. You go there, you might get killed. You come home, you might get killed by somebody you didn't take on the trip with you. It's a lose-lose. Bitches be crazy. Shit, you ain't never lie. I think she is dumb to even think that any gang member would even listen to her, and she needs to go to jail for that. Who are you talking about? What up, Scott? What do you think of the mayor calling on gang members to protect the neighborhood? Oh yeah. No, she better get charged by the fullest extent of the law, right up the ass. They gotta make an example out of her. Fed time. That's completely anti-American. She wants illegal gang members who already took over the neighborhood to actually protected violently against deportation. I want her tried and convicted. Gotta have some examples. Anyway, this asshole was mad about the dishes in Milwaukee. He opened fire, striking his father first, and then shot his sister for chiming in. Yeah, you should get out of here, loser. That's when the guy snapped. He told police that his sister had grabbed a knife, so he shot her to prevent being stabbed. Bullshit. An autopsy showed she was shot 4 times in the chest, back, lungs, and arm, and died at the scene. Jimenez Rico also shot his mother. What was the excuse for that? As she entered the room, later telling investigators he did not intend to and could not explain why. Oh, you got no excuse for that one. Yeah. Come up with a lie for that one, asshole. Why'd you kill your mother? Don't worry. It'll do about 4 or 5 years before he gets fed up with jail. Starts telling the prison shrink, oh, my mommy and my daddy touched me. They diddled me when I was 5 years old. Yeah. Then you're going to get some woke DAs, some woke prosecutors, some woke asshole activist judge to say, oh, this guy was diddled 35 years ago. You got to arrest him. You must let him go. He's up for parole. Like what they're doing with the Menendez brothers. Same shit. They're coming home now. Double homicide with fucking shotguns. Killed their own parents. Familicide. But I guess it's okay because they claim that they was diddled. You know what I'm saying? So maybe this guy come up with the same excuse, you know? They can't prove it. They got to take his word for it, you know? Anyway. Oh, look at this shit. Both parents survived the attack and were hospitalized with gunshot wounds. Hours later, Jimenez Rico walked into a Milwaukee police station and confessed. Oh, so only the big mouth sister got it, huh? Ain't that some shit? Damn. All right, well, that was a sad story. I'm sorry, guys. This is what happens when you have nothing to talk about. You have no content. You have to make up the content and just run your fucking mouth about a tragic story that should have never took place. It's not funny. I try to make it funny, but it's still not funny. I shouldn't be trying to make it funny. But this is what happens when you have nothing to talk about. You know, it's what happens when you have no mob content. Mega Millions ticket holder wins $348 million jackpot. Virginia is for the winners. A Mega Millions player in Virginia clinched the historic $348 million jackpot Friday night, ending a 20-draw drought and the lottery's first major win since the game was revamped in April. The life-changing ticket was the largest Mega Millions win in Virginia's history and was sold at the ENC VA convenience store in Burgess, 85 miles northeast of Richmond. The odds of winning the jackpot were an astonishing 1 in 290,472,336 motherfuckers. The unidentified winner can choose between $348 million jackpot before taxes paid out in annual installments over 30 years, or you can choose the one-time cash option, estimated at $155.5 million. I take the $155 million. I'm not going to live to see 30 years. Give me the fucking 155. It's my money and I want it now. Yeah, I take the lump sum. Installments every fucking in 30 years now, man. What are you gonna pay out? 10,000 a month? I guess that's decent, but fuck that. I could be dead tomorrow. Let's get it. You know? Let's get it going. Excuse me. The lottery allows winners to have 180 days to claim their prize. Imagine that, man. Somebody's having a good fucking weekend. I'll be crying tears of joy all weekend. Crying. Wait until Monday to go in and cash that motherfucker. Damn. I'd still keep the YouTube channel. Come up with some real content, boy. Get you a studio. Get you some 8K quality cameras around this mother. What? Start paying for fucking interviews and shit. Get your favorite rapper on here. Start asking them stupid questions. Then we could have a real YouTube channel. Yeah. Yeah. We'll buy bots and shit. We'll buy views. It'd be fucking wonderful. Virginia has produced 10 Mega Millions winners since the game was founded in 2002. That ain't right, man. How is that even possible? In New York, you don't win shit. It's always Virginia, California, or friggin' North Carolina or some shit. Always. Yeah. All right. Anyway, the curse of the lottery. A lot of people are worse off after hitting the lotto. They go crazy with the money, man. In 5 years, most of them are broke. I don't know how the fuck you do that, but shit. I don't know, man. People go crazy. It's their loser mentality. Damn. Trump loves gangsters that stand with him, including mobsters. Are you trying to get smart now? Templar boy. Yeah. There was a group during his first term called Homies for Trump that was around while he was running. A lot of gang member type of dudes wearing Trump merch. It was a beautiful thing to see. That is pretty amazing, man. No president in history has done what he's done. It's going to take years for him to leave office for people to give him credit, man. They're going to miss Trump when he's gone. I want you people to live in the now. Enjoy it while it lasts, you know. Dark days are ahead. I don't know how it's going to look in the 2030s if AOC is president, you know. So let's enjoy the peace and quiet while you still got it. In Chicago, the in the hood support Trump. They hate Johnson. He raised their taxes and gave them nothing in return. They keep voting the same. People that hit the lottery overspend, then they get taxed. Yeah, that's how they get destroyed. You don't gotta live like, you know, you don't need fucking 10 houses and 15 cars and shit, you know. You take care of your friends and family, you know. And then you buy maybe a house and a vacation house, a weekend house, whatever on the water. Sure, you get a Ferrari or something, but then you get the SUV, and that's it. You get a nice watch or something, and the rest you save, you know. Maybe you give $1 million to each person in your family or your friends or whatever. Everybody's taken care of, and that's it. These motherfuckers want to go ahead and buy all this crazy shit, $30 million homes and shit. That's a lot of upkeep, $30 million home. You know how much you're paying in property taxes and upkeep? Just the gardening alone is going to cost you 30 grand a year just for fucking gardening. What time is it in New York? It's 1:51 a.m. I love Trump, not so much Elon. I wonder if he was trying to F shit up from the inside. I don't know, but Elon's still bitching about this big, beautiful spending bill. He still says it's utterly insane and political suicide, he says. Oh, it was Elon Musk's birthday today. He turned 54. Spent his birthday expressing frustration and rage at the massive spending bill on social media. Yeah, because now he's not getting subsidies for his fucking electric vehicles anymore. And some other shit. He's looking to lose a lot of money here, billions of dollars, with this spending bill. What? What are you going to do? I wonder if Elon, what? If Elon found my stimulus I never received back in COVID. Did I look for it, boy? You hear about the liberals protesting alligator Alcatraz in Florida? That's the name of the new illegal hold center, like a point of departure. They're surrounding it with pythons and gators. Yeah, we spoke about that the other day. It was a lovely idea. They got some city councilwoman down there talking about, oh, this is bad for the environment. I wonder what's going to happen to the precious alligators. And I said on my show the other day, listen, honey, don't worry about the alligators, all right? They'll be just fine. This little detention center is not going to hurt them one bit. They survived the fucking asteroid attack. They survived the extinction of the friggin' dinosaurs. They could survive this. They'll be all right. They come up with any excuse, you know. And these judges are still dismissing their cases, letting them go. But thank God for ICE waiting in the hallway, ready to capture them, grab them by the fucking neck, and get them out of here. Buy a big ranch in New Zealand? I don't know, man. That's it's very far away. I don't want to take a fucking 20-hour flight just to go see my vacation home or some shit, you know? Some fucking Maori legislator says, oh, he doesn't live here full time. We own this property. You know, like, no, motherfucker. And then you got no say about it. The Maori government takes over. No, I don't want no house in no foreign country. Not like that. Maybe Italy or some shit. I'll buy a property in Italy. Maybe Naples or something by the water. Down by the beach. Yeah. I don't know. When I get a house in Hawaii, nah. Maybe, I don't know. Nah. I don't want to live out there because they got racist neighbors and shit. Paleface not welcome here. How? Paleface not welcome. Like, and they start that shit. Very tribal out there. Sometimes they get killed out there with machetes and shit. Like, you know, white guy moves next door. They don't like that shit. Whole block is out there in flip flops and machetes talking about paleface, go home. Like, fuck, man. It's supposed to be Hawaii, man. It's supposed to be a paradise. F Hawaii, Oprah owns it. True. Oh, I've thought about that already, Scott. I don't know. I mean, I wish I could. I'm going to have to suffer with this. I'm trapped in hell. Yeah, no, we're in for a dark future over here, and I'm gonna have to suffer through it. Italy is nice. You could get cheap housing, so I've heard. Yeah, a little bit of fixer uppers, but if you just hit the lotto, that's nothing. Oh no, we're screwed. That's just the least of our problems, Scott. Wait till he gets into office. Wait. I mean, fuck. We're facing the end days, man. The end of times. I can't even believe this is possible. I mean, what a nightmare. Mayor Mahmoudi with the Intifada and the mashallah. The Amalfi Coast is the best. Yeah. Alligator Alcatraz has air conditioning. Say that 3 times fast. Alligator Alcatraz has air conditioning. Meanwhile, American inmates don't, and they have to suffer in heat while illegals get to chill. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe another 20, 30 years from now, they're going to write about that, like what the whole scandal was with that. Why was part of the American government treating illegal invaders better than their own citizens? What was the agenda with that? Why would that even occur? Only in this country would that occur. You fuck over your own citizens and let them live like shitheads for decades, but illegal invaders come in and disregard your sovereignty laws and you treat them like kings. You care about their well being. What about all those poor pricks that came home from Vietnam, addicted to fucking morphine, living in the streets homeless in all the major cities across America? They left them out there to fucking rot. Left them out there to rot. These assholes, they shack them up. They give them 15 grand a month in fucking debit cards, vouchers, and this and that, and pistols and scooters, and fucking hotel rooms with views of Central Park and shit, and the best hotels in the city. Let them take over whole neighborhoods, trash everything, raise the crime rate, add billions of dollars to your fucking deficit, your city budget. They magically have the money for all this shit. Where was the money for the people that were suffering? They want to bitch to Americans about fucking food stamps and shit. When an illegal invader comes, they got no problem feeding his ass, right? I'm fucking real, man. I don't even want to think about it. How do we get on the subject? God damn it, Nightmare. I don't want to think about this Makmandi bullshit right now, right? We worry about it when it happens. Everglades, yeah. I mean, I don't know. You're in the swamp. I wouldn't want to buy property down there. Wide open land, boy. DeSantis wants to open next week. In Canada, what? If own a pickup that is lifted, you have 45 days to bring it back original or lose your truck. No more hunting guns, no more heating boilers. What? You're a girl. Damn it, Smoke. I don't know how you do it. God bless you and your youth. I couldn't pull your all-nighters anymore. You got to take power naps, Brian. Trust me. I feel like I'm fucking 85 years old. You got to do power naps. An hour here, 2 hours there. If you're lucky, you get a good 4 or 5 hour stretch. God damn it. So, yeah. Looks like it's a slow Saturday night, huh? Fuck me, huh? Last day of the month. Today and tomorrow. Monday's the 30th already. July 1st is Tuesday. I'm in deep shit. Scott, yeah, you can do that. Most property owners don't even have paperwork. Damn. What, you squatting, boy? You plotting on squatting on somebody? You don't need paperwork? It will cost you money and lawyers just to get it to code? What up, Socrates? What up, Gary? Yeah, I think I've seen some of that, Sal. There are so many people on YouTube channels about buying property in Italy. They've been selling properties out there for cheap. They're fixer uppers for sure. You gotta invest in the property. But they're inviting everybody around the world to come over there and buy property. Must be nice, huh? No veteran should ever have to struggle, especially the ones that saw combat. That's something that really grinds my gears. That's the most disgusting part about it, man. Nobody fucking nobody cares. Smoke, here is an insight about Hawaiians in Hawaii. Hawaiians in Hawaii. They don't like mainline Americans in Hawaii. It seems friendly around the tourist areas, but anywhere else in Hawaii, not so much. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen that type of shit on TV. Paleface not welcome here. You go. You know, some people are getting killed out there. He's going to put all his crooked buddies in all the government positions. Oh, you're going to have an intifada in that. It's going to be Islamic Jihad in the mayor's office. I don't think people really understand what they're doing out there. This generation fucking sucks, man. And if it wasn't for Trump, none of this shit would be stopped. Nobody would be pushing back against this. Not Jeb Bush, not fucking Ted Cruz. Nobody would have the fucking gall to push back on this fucking sick agenda out there that's going on. It's anti-American, warped fucking view about this fucking country. Nobody would be stopping illegal immigration. We would just be invaded. They would be the majority. You know, I don't know, man. It's almost like a natural thing that we have a countermeasure against all this shit. And if it wasn't for Trump, who? Who would do it? Nobody. Marco Rubio wouldn't be doing shit. JD Vance would be jerking off somewhere. No. Damn, man. It's scary to think about. What if there was no Trump? Nobody else would be pushing back against this bullshit. Good luck finding materials or physical labor in Italy. You got to do it yourself. Fuck. Got to hide. I don't know. Hire some day laborers from Libya or some shit. I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do. Gunsmoke, come and move by me. Italy, 45 minutes to Amalfi. Amalfi Coast, boy. Must be nice. I'll buy a property out there. How much? $50? I heard they're going for like $10 out there. But the thing is, you got to invest in the upkeep. You got to, they want you to renovate it. That's where the big money comes in. Anyway. Moo Dummy is going to do the same thing as the mayor of London and GB. Now people in England and Ireland want the Muslims out. Protest every day. It's all over YouTube. You're not allowed to talk about that. No, Europe's in big trouble, man. Italy, Germany, United Kingdom, France. Oh my God. France is already conquered. That's shit. That's a done deal. France is done. The only way you're going to save Europe is mass deportations, and that's going to be ugly. That's going to be too ugly for those administrations out there to deal with. They don't want to deal with that, especially the French. They care too much about what it looks like. Sacre bleu, no. They'd rather just see their own destruction. But yeah, it's sad to see what's happening to Italy, Germany too. But who gives a shit about Germany, really? But yeah, they're getting taken over. I don't know. I guess they're working on Ireland now. They're gonna take over Ireland. Has Tadio been around? Uh, was he in here a few nights ago? Maybe. He comes around once in a while. Tadio. So Jake Paul beat another bum. Chavez Jr. has never been a relevant fighter. How can I get paid a couple million to box Jake Paul? I can go 8 to 10 rounds for $3 million. Reach out to his secretary. I'm sure he's got an agent or somebody. He's got a sports agent. Hit him up. Come up with a proposal. You never know. Who knows? In England, they call them grooming gangs, but they're really rant gang. Oh, Jesus. You could buy a condo in Italy, a small town, for 120 euros, 120,000 euros. You could buy a condo in Italy, huh? I might have to move to Italy one day. With my luck, fucking Mount Vesuvius will fucking explode and I'll turn it into a fucking statue. Great. While everybody in New York lives in the Intifada. MashaAllah. I don't want to wake up in a city where the fucking every sunrise you got fucking loudspeakers outside on your block. Fucking Allah Akbar. I don't want to hear that shit every morning. I don't know how those assholes do it. They live in these cities out there. They got these fucking loudspeakers. So as soon as the sun rises, Allah! Like, fuck, man. Life seems to be a bigger problem in general these days. They've made life harder for people, haven't they? Shit, that's not a bad idea. Might as well, right? Prayer rugs are going to be pretty popular around here pretty soon. We'll call it Crispy's Magic Carpet Store. Crispy's Magic Carpet Store. Or Crispy's the Magic Carpet Store. Or just forget store. Crispy's the Magic Carpet. We'll have fucking Persian rugs in the window. We'll have some of those flashing lights that keep flashing outside the door and shit. Make it look like something's going on inside, Grab people's attention. Have a nice, big, beautiful sign. Maybe put like the genie from fucking Aladdin in the window or something. Nice little poster of the genie from Aladdin. Start selling fucking Persian rugs around this bitch. I'll put a kufi on, stand behind the register. Every customer that comes up to me with a purchase, I'll be like, mashallah, alhamdulillah. That'd be cool, man. Yeah, we'll be in big business. Corporate tax in Italy is high as what? I'm just iffy about moving to foreign countries. You think your laws are bad out here? Imagine fucking the laws out there. I don't want to be accused and put on trial for murder or some shit just because I'm some American living where where I don't belong. Like they did to that Amanda Knox chick. Yeah, I don't need that. I'm iffy about moving to foreign countries. They tax everything but your primary home, no property taxes unless you have a villa, then you pay but very little. I want a fucking villa. Life is less free everywhere now too. You could do a lot more when I was younger. Speech was more free. Yeah. I remember how free it was. I remember. Now with the rise of social media and they found loopholes to censor your speech. These platforms are owned by private companies. You don't deserve free speech. Yeah. Pizarro taxes on businesses is insane. Pizarro. Taxes are complicated there. I can imagine. You don't trust them. Good, Scott. That's how you stay on point. But yeah, no. I wouldn't trust the Italian government. Like that asshole, what's her name? Eva Longoria or some shit. Trump got elected again. She moved to Mexico in protest. But I guess she figured, her own people are extorting her in fucking Mexico, so she left. Now she lives in Spain. I guess she's having a good time out there. But yeah, certain countries you move to, you got to be careful. You got to know where the fuck you're moving. What kind of government they got, what their laws are. So people move these places, they don't even look up their laws and shit. Or they go on vacation, they don't look up the laws of the places that they're visiting. Like they go to Dubai, and they think they're gonna be making out with their girlfriend on the beach and shit, holding hands and shit, or hugging. Motherfucker, you get arrested for that shit out there. They throw you in jail, boy. They don't want no touching, no kissing in public. Getting sentenced to 2 years and shit. These motherfuckers are crying for a diplomat to come over there and save their ass, calling for Trump to come save them. How about you learn the laws of the place you visit before you get there and act accordingly? Keep your ass out of jail. That stupid asshole, what was the name? Brittany Griner? What was her name? Goes out to Russia smoking a fucking vape pen It's so important to smoke a vape pen. You don't even get high for that shit. It's a waste of money. A vape pen. She was vaping. He was vaping. Whatever you want to call it. Supposed to be rotting in a gulag right now, but no. Sleepy Joe trades her in for the Lord of War, fucking arms dealer from fucking Chechnya, that fucking sold weapons and bullets and guns all around and missiles all around the world illegally. That's who we trade her in for. Son of a bitch. But yeah, I'd like to have a little nice little villa in Italy, sip my espresso and eat my pastry outside underneath the fucking olive branches and shit. Fucking beautiful vineyards and shit. Have a real spaghetti and tomato sauce. Did I not drop the link earlier? We got 55 people listening to this bullshit. Somebody grab the link, man. Let's give these people some entertainment, man. Got me talking to myself. Make me think about what the hell I just said here. You like American pizza better? Yeah. Well, you know, it's what you're used to, you know. I'm sure eel wrapped in seaweed tastes like shit, but some people are raised on it. They love it. Or that curry shit. Ugh. They love it. I can't even stand the smell. I start gagging. You know, I start retching. Buick grabbed a link from the STD clinic. Hey, how is it? I'm in the clinic right now at the Ministry of Defense. Whatever the fuck, I don't know. Where is he? He's in the Philippines, right? I'm in a Filipino, fuck. Some sort of clinic here. I just got my prick nicked by a fucking tetanus shot. I don't know. Fuck. I can't think right now. The 40 Thieves and Crispy rug store. The 40 Thieves. Arabian Nights like Arabian Days. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, Allahu Akbar. I actually went to school in England for a semester. Nice. Worst time of my life. What? Cold, dark, sterile. Oh, that's England, yeah, but you know, be cool to visit. It's always raining over there. It's always cloudy. The sun never shines in England. They'll have to change your name. Gunsmoke is illegal. It probably is. Some countries. No, we do not want Gunsmoke done coming here to our country. From your deathbed, I'm being nursed by Kenny. Oh, no. Sucking on that prick like it's an IV drip. Damn, man. Get better soon, man. Shouts to Tony Buick. There he is. No, we love Tony Buick over here. What do you mean? No. He's chilling over here. He's chilling, all right. You can't even say the word gun over there. No, they don't want to hear nothing about no guns and no smoke. Unless it's hookah. MashaAllah. Yeah. Is this show becoming a Buick dependent? I guess so. I mean, we have to have our little Tony Buick segment. You guys complain he talks too much, but he only comes on here for 5 minutes before he's like, okay, I gotta go. He's always in a rush to get the fuck out of here, you know? So I don't know why you people complain. It's like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You know, they used to have like a little segment. The train used to come by, the little choo-choo train. He's like that choo-choo train. You know, delivers the message, and then he's off about his day. You know, fucking Thomas the truck over there, Thomas the train. Fucking Dwayne boy. Anyway, hold on. Let me take a sip of my drink. I didn't take a sip of my drink the whole show yet. Little Marco. What up, David Lopez? The neighborhood of make-believe trolley. Choo-choo. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. A wonderful day in the neighborhood. Could you be mine? Would you be mine? The good thing about Kenny is Buick doesn't have to worry about putting the toilet seat down. That's a good point. Less arguments. Dwayne dreads the treatment. Man, they're going to put a fucking... They're going to poke your ass with some penicillin, boy. When Dwayne asked this question, I thought he was going to say, is this show becoming negative? I thought he was going to say that. The show's not negative tonight, right? It didn't feel negative. Not yet. I mean, I dropped a link. This is my third time now dropping a link, and nobody grabbed it. That's negative. That's fucking negative. I mean, fuck. They're going to have Sharia law in New York cut off your hand for jagging off, for having impure thoughts. You must join Intifada! Women will not be allowed in public without being accompanied by their husband. You must cover your face. Intifada. Taking photographs is now illegal. Mashallah. What up, Casperosa? give.reeve.org/Team Charlie. give.reeve.org. Is that Christopher Reeves? Christopher Reeves. The real Superman. The only real Superman in my book. All the chicks will have to wear a towel on their face. Yes. Maybe that, maybe that's how it should be, That's what they're voting for. Give them what they're getting, Give them what they voted for. Maybe they'll fucking learn, Some people got to learn the hard way. See if they protest about that. He wants to defund the police, too. I guess we'll have fucking Hamas take over. Look at this beauty.
Yo, what's up, man?
You look like Al Pacino from the side.
Yeah, a lot of people
haircut.
call me. Yeah. Before they used to call me, what was his name? The Cuban actor.
Andy Garcia?
Andy Garcia.
I could see that a little bit. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you know who else?
I was called Andy Garcia all my life. Yeah.
Hold on. What's the guy's name? No, you look more like the other guy in the same movie, Godfather Part 3. Joey Zaza?
No.
No?
Andy Garcia was a big giveaway, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you're turning into Joe Montagna.
Yeah, now I'm getting old, Yeah, I'm 55, so yeah.
Oh, you're not old yet.
Nah, I'm me and Frank are the same age, born in the same month too.
Yeah. Shit.
Did you see Frank's show, the post that he put that I guess the Attorney General, the FBI, they put up a story about the Giannini crew, and
Yeah,
the guy says, "Oh, the wannabe gangsters." Yeah, okay, wannabe gangsters. Those guys were gangsters, bro. You know?
they figure, with the media, they figure if you're not made, then you're just a wannabe.
Yeah, no.
That's how they.
When you're
That's
gangster, you're
yeah,
gangster. It doesn't. You're a
exactly.
made guy. That's a different story. That's if you got your button. Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
you heard the Prime Minister of Canada. The guy's nuts. You know the cars when they come with tinted windows in the back from the factory. He wants them removed. Um, you got a
it,
truck that's lifted. He wants it back to original.
wow.
I'm
They
yeah
did that in New York with the tents, but nobody enforces it.
yeah. Certain states, I think Florida, if you got like a pickup truck that's squatting, they give you a ticket. I don't know. It's
Yeah, with the tents, like they try to do away with tents in New York, but nobody respected it, and they ain't doing a fucking thing about it.
yeah, but this guy wants the back windows, like you buy a car, the
Yeah,
windows are painted,
from the factory. Yeah,
from the factory. He wants him to be clear. This guy's
yeah.
nuts.
No, they take away any joy that you have. Like you can't even hook up your car, make it look nice. Like who
Right.
the fuck are you?
He implemented a law. Um, I was watching it. It's like if you say something negative on, let's say YouTube or Facebook, they can put you to jail.
Oh, England's doing that now too.
That's
Yeah,
fucking nuts.
yeah,
They don't have no freedom, and then they want to talk shit about us. Get the
right.
fuck out of here. Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
morons, man.
That's why people don't people
Yeah.
take this country for granted. It's got a lot of problems, but when you look at other countries and hear their
Listen,
fucking laws,
we got a lot of background, you know, ethnic groups and all that stuff and cultures and
yeah,
yeah.
that's what
So
makes us great.
yeah.
But when you have too much coming in at once and invading and not coming in a system in an orderly fashion, then it's a
Yeah.
problem. But
Yeah.
yes, we are a nation of different cultures, but we all assimilate. We all become American. That's what it is to be an American. God damn it, it's
Look
very
at that guy.
complex. Yeah,
Look at that guy they arrested for protesting at colleges that he's not even a student. They let him out.
yeah, that
You
piece of
know,
shit.
he
Yeah,
talks a lot of shit about this country. How
yeah.
come he doesn't talk shit in his country? He came over here as a student, and then he's talking shit about us, and he's promoting violence and all this shit, and uh, Hamas. He's a sympathizer of Hamas in Palestine. So why don't you go over there and protest? We don't want that shit here. You know. Then he got the balls to say that we are racist. No, we're not racist. We don't want you to promote terrorism, period. You know. So
Yeah. No, they're not happy where they're from,
yeah, and
and
that
then
guy, I call him Mudummy, the guy that's running for
Boot
mayor.
Dummy. Yeah, Boot Dummy. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, Mudummy. The fucking guy is a sympathizer of ISIS
And Hamas,
and
and
Hamas. Yes,
he
and
was
he
pro.
promoted
Yeah,
right. He promoted that shit, and a lot of people forgot about that. You know.
and he said comments about 9/11 too and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and this guy's gonna be the mayor, bro.
yeah. Because they want everybody to be on welfare. Okay, and the reason why he wants to do that is when some more of his Muslim people come, puts them on welfare. So that's what happened in England, in London. The mayor of London, he's a Muslim. He let all these Muslims come in, and they're all living on government assistance. Nobody works. Nobody works.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know how they do it over there. They don't make much over there, but I don't know how to. Maybe they still got the money from the gold they stole from other countries. I don't know. Yeah.
yeah.
It's ridiculous. Now you got Ireland, you got England, people in France,
They hate where they're from, but they're so
Holland.
proud, and then they
Yeah,
go
they
they go
hate.
there,
Yeah,
and
they come over here and bust our fucking balls
yeah,
about it.
and they
Yeah.
complain. Like you should be happy you're here. Like Ilhan
That
Omar, She comes from
Right.
Somalia. You have it made. You're a
Because
multimillionaire. Yeah.
Obama, she's here.
Well,
So if you don't, you ran away from your country to come here, right? Like a
yeah.
lot of people came over here to have a different life, a better
Yeah.
life,
And she says it's
and
the
then
worst
you want to
country.
shit on us.
Yeah.
Once you go back to your country and talk all that shit,
Yeah. See how
you
that
know,
works out.
how's that work out? They'll cut your
Yeah.
fucking head off, you
Yeah.
know?
It's
And that's what I don't
unbelievable, man.
like. Yeah. You come here and talk shit about us. Why did you come here to begin with? You know?
Yeah. And
So
it's
you come from a foreign country and you got to tell us that we got to change the laws. How come you didn't do it in your country?
yeah.
Yeah, you,
And we're the
yeah,
worst country in the world, and they're gonna tell us
yeah.
about ourselves. Like, what the fuck? How
A
dare you?
foreigner, yeah, a
Yeah.
foreigner wants to come here and tell us how we should, uh, create law.
And
No,
the media promotes this shit.
yeah,
And this is supposed to be all normal and shit.
but your boy shoemaker, I call him Schumer.
Yeah.
He's stuck now because you have AOC promoting this dummy, and Schumer's kind of stuck in the middle. You don't know because everybody's being quiet
Well,
about it.
I just read the other day that the reason why you still have all these old farts in the Democratic Party, like Schumer and Pelosi and all these other guys holding on to power, it's because they're scared shitless of the
Yeah,
fucking young generation in their
yeah,
party because they're
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
radicals.
because they're dying dinosaur. That's
So
what
that
it is. Yeah,
yeah, they're witnessing their own party being destroyed from within
yeah,
and turning into something else that you know it ain't
yeah,
what it
because
used to be.
they were talking about uh they were talking about deporting Elon Omar. Yeah,
Oh
no, I'm serious. Yeah, they were
yeah,
talking about it. Yeah. And Trump has all the power to do it.
she should be deported.
Yeah. Back in the day, back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, there's a lot of different immigrants. People got deported just because they committed a crime. So what should it be different now? Those laws have been on the books forever. It's not that a new law came along and Trump, put a new law. No, these are laws from the 1930s, 40s, So
Yeah, well, fuck. Thank you, DL. I forgot what I was gonna say now. God damn it, what was I gonna say? Shit.
the law,
The law.
deportation.
Fuck. Fuck it. I can't think of it now. I was just thinking
You,
about radical bullshit.
did you see Bezos marrying his wife? Jesus Christ.
Who? Oh, Bezos? Yeah, $50 million wedding
Yeah, he was in Venice.
and
With
it
all the
rained.
money in the world, he had to go marry that bitch.
Why? She's not good enough
She
for him?
banged all the fucking basketball players, bro.
She did.
Yeah, she fucked a lot of guys.
She was like, what was she? Like a reporter before
I,
she?
I forgot, but I know she banged a lot of black guys, bro.
Well, well, he's 50 something getting married, right? So by that time, when you marry a woman at that age, she's been through, you're not, it's not like buying a new car or something,
Yeah, but banging a whole
It's got
fucking
mileage.
basketball team, you don't want a girl like that either.
Well, Sarah Palin too. She did. Remember that shit?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Look, man, it's not easy as you get older when looking to fall in love and shit. You got to accept. There's things you got to accept that or try not to think about.
Yeah, but he got all that money.
So what? He should be with some young broad that fucking some spring chicken.
I wouldn't even get married. If I had his money, I wouldn't even
Well,
get
supposedly
married.
they signed a prenup.
Doesn't matter.
No, yeah,
Not-
she still
It,
walks away with a lot, but
right.
with
If
his
you get
money,
a
he don't give a fuck.
if you get a prenup in Arizona, Colorado, there's certain cities and states that if you get a prenup, you don't get shit. But if you let's say you're in New York and you have a prenup with your wife, she's still got to walk away with millions of dollars. So
Some states don't even respect the prenup. They still challenge it. Like, yo, what the hell do
like
we
New
have the
York,
prenup for? Yeah,
right?
bullshit.
Like in New York. But if you get married in Nevada, or Colorado, places like that, yeah, the prenup, the wife don't get shit. So there's only certain places, certain cities, certain states. And
Fucking divorce. Boy. Only 9% voters turnout. People better show up for the general election. Yeah. Out of a city of fucking 8 million that they claim, I think it's closer to 12 million. Uh, only fucking 70,000 people voted in the mayor, uh, fucking, what do
race,
you call it? Yeah, the primary.
yeah, there's a lot more people, man. The sad part about that it was the white rich people that voted for this stupid dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
white
the other
people.
one stayed home because they're too old to go out
Yeah,
and vote. It was hot. It was like 100 degrees that day, 105 degrees.
yeah,
So a lot of people stayed home. But
yeah.
most
They
people don't
told
vote anyway. Fucking Mayor Adams won with like 13% of the voters. Shit. Nobody votes for fucking mayor in New York because it's all shit options and nobody gives a fuck.
yeah. What's it called? They're telling Cuomo not to drop out, but he already conceded.
No,
So
he's
I
got
don't
to
know.
drop out. No, he doesn't want to drop out. They're telling him to drop out, and they back Mayor Adams. That's sad
Yeah,
that Mayor Adams is the only option, really, besides Mike
yeah,
Romney.
yeah. Because he ran as an independent. So
They're telling Curtis Sliwa to drop too, so that Mayor Adams can run as a Republican instead of an independent.
yeah, everybody's got to stand behind Eric Adams. I mean,
I think he
like
should
him or
too.
hate
Why
him.
not? Why not Curtis Sliwa? I know he's an asshole and he's a liar. He lied about getting jumped and shit and mugged, but he's going to be tough on crime, and that's what this fucking city needs right now. Tough on crime,
Yeah,
and maybe fix
yeah.
these fucking
I don't think
potholes.
it. Yeah, I don't think he's a good politician. I mean,
No,
he's got a lot of good ideas, but I don't think
no,
he's
he's a
fit
fucking
for.
whack job. But
He
it's
is a
better than
whack
what
job.
we. But it's better than De Blasio. It's better than fucking Mayor Adams. It's better than Ahmadinejad,
Yeah, Mudummy.
Madummy,
Yeah,
aka Madummy.
he's a fucking dummy.
You
He wants to
fucking
tax all
dummy.
the rich.
Yeah,
He wants to tackle. Once the rich pick up
and
and
leave.
leave, how you gonna pay for all the shit that he's promising?
It doesn't matter. It's socialism. It's radical communism. Sick
Right, but
Mahmoud Abbas bullshit.
if the rich people pick up and leave out of New York
They already
and
have.
they move to Florida,
Yeah,
where is he going to get the money to pay for all these? You know,
Florida's already advertising for these people to flee and come down there. I already saw the advertisement for it. They're fucking telling people from New York to come down there because they're about to be taxed to death. And we already
Florida,
got high taxes, huh?
Florida's not cheap, bro.
No, but I guess it's a better life for them than besides the hurricanes and shit.
No, but
But,
listen, the pay down there,
well, New
a
Yorkers destroyed
regular
it
job,
three
a
fucking
regular
years.
job pays $14 an hour.
Yeah.
You don't want to go down there, and it's just expenses as up here.
No, but if you're rich, I don't know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, if you're rich, it's a different story.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The rich are gonna flee. This fucking New
Yeah,
York City, man. It should be fucking business friendly. All right. Low
right,
taxes. They're already taxed to death. All right. The MTA needs to be fucking shut down and re-regulated and uh, fucking all that shit. Everybody fired. New administration oversight committees watching the motherfuckers, clocking every
correct.
fucking penny, watching every fucking deal, make sure you get the best bang for your buck. Stop abusing the
Yeah,
fucking people.
they're taking advantage of everything because once you give them an inch, they want the
Yeah.
whole fucking arm.
Take away
Like,
these
like I
goddamn
was
speed cameras. Yeah.
right, like I was telling you about that guy from the MTA that put the cameras in Manhattan.
Yeah.
They don't
Big
got no
racket.
authority. They got no authority in doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after they spend billions of dollars, what was it like a month later? He came on TV with the Hulk. He said, "Oh, we need another $30 billion for what? You got the cameras already up and going. So a friend
Cocksucker.
of mine that still works there says that's all about their salaries. That's all it was. Yeah.
Nah, man. We got to make this fucking city business friendly. I want
Yeah.
this traffic fucking flowing. The traffic is fucking horrendous, no matter what time of day now. Fucking stupid construction projects. They're not fixing the streets. They're fixing everything else but the fucking streets. They're fixing sidewalks. They're fixing curbs and
And
shit.
then you got fucking craters.
And then you got fucking craters that you got to drive around like you're fucking, in a fucking Slim Thug video. I mean, driving
I
around New
go
York is like, driving on the
I go
moon.
to Long Island a lot. So like,
It's a fucking nightmare,
yeah.
and then gotta get tough on
I don't go
crime.
too much to
Yeah.
Brooklyn. I go to Queens a lot. But yeah, there's places in Queens.
I
I
mean,
think the
yeah.
last time they paved it was the 1970s. You
Some
know.
blocks, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a lot of these fucking things, man, a lot of these blocks need fucking help, man. And nobody's doing a
Yeah.
fucking thing for years. It just gets
Yeah.
worse.
But that's it. See, the problem is in New York, uh, it's a fight between the city and the county. So if it's a county, they don't want to repair it because they say it's the city's responsibility, so, and they go back and forth.
No, I think they just
Just
want to slow down traffic. That's what it is. They want
oh
slow
yeah,
traffic.
yeah, the fucking 87 over there. I go a lot on the 87. Always a construction, one into the other. You know,
If they're gonna do construction, they better make new fucking lanes or new highways. I don't care if we gotta
no,
tear down certain neighborhoods
no.
to build a new
They're
fucking
working on the
highway.
GW. They're working on the GW.
They've been
I
doing
gotta
that
leave.
my whole life, working on the fucking GW.
Yeah, they knocked down the tolls and they got easy pass, but they're still working on the GW. I leave early in the morning to beat the traffic, but on the way back, it depends where I go. Let's say if I go to Connecticut, I'll just go the regular way. But on the way back, if the traffic is okay, I'll get off exit was it 19, and then you know, I go all the way to the Tappan Zee, and then cut through 9 and get into Jersey. Get on 17 in Jersey, come down, go all the way around. So
Yeah,
because that fucking cross Bronx is ridiculous in the
fucking.
afternoon.
Oh my god, what a nightmare!
Yeah,
What a fucking nightmare. Major
yeah,
Deegan, Cross Bronx, you kill yourself.
yeah. When was it? Like a month ago, I went to East Hampton, Long Island. Took me 4 hours to get
Oh
back,
yeah,
man. 4 hours. It's like
what a nightmare.
a fucking nightmare, bro.
No, we got to build more roads. All right, tear down some of these crummy neighborhoods anyway. Fucking remodel
Knock down
fucking
the
new neighborhoods.
projects. Knock down the projects.
Yeah, and build nicer buildings somewhere else.
Yeah,
Fucking redo this city. People don't like change.
yeah,
As the decades go by, you got to keep up with fucking. We got too many goddamn fucking people in this city. You got to keep up with the times. It's happened before. They used to tear down neighborhoods and build fucking highways before 80, 90 years ago. Why can't we do it 100 years later? It's time, all
yeah,
right? We got a big fucking population here. We got traffic up the ass. They're building fucking walls on the side of the fucking highway, fucking creating traffic, making it into 3 lanes into 1 lane. We should have fucking
yeah,
6 lanes, all right? And they cause the traffic to build a fucking wall, but they don't fix the goddamn highway or build a new fucking lane or some shit. No,
yeah.
traffic
You
up
know,
the ass.
you know what's a shitty neighborhood where Denzel Washington comes from? What was it called? On 95
Sugar
North.
Hill? What you talking about?
No, by Gun Hill Road over there. What's it
Mount
called?
Vernon? What you talking about?
Mount Vernon. Yeah, I go there a lot.
Fuck you doing over there?
What do you mean?
Mount Vernon, that's a hellhole. What are you doing over there?
Because I got deliveries.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, I know. I go there a lot too.
Pizarro says
Fucking
hello.
drug dealers, dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah,
It
oh yeah.
reminds me of Patterson.
Yonkers
Yeah.
was the worst shithole I ever seen.
I've been to Yonkers. I used to
What a
get off the
shithole.
yeah, yeah. But they got
Houses
that
all crooked.
college.
Yeah,
Right, they got that college there. Um, forgot what it's called. They cleaned it up. Across the street, they got a horse ranch. Can you believe in the middle of Yonkers?
yeah.
But on the side streets, you see like mansions, like big houses. But you go the 2 blocks down, it's a shithole, bro. It's like a different world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I've been out there. Yeah, it's horrible.
it's horrible, man. And talk about the street, fucking potholes. I feel sorry for guys that have nice cars and
It's always been like that.
bend
Even
their
20
fucking
years ago.
rims.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 20 years ago it was like that too. Everything, the
Yeah.
sidewalks all
We
fucking
had,
fucked up.
yeah, we had the Domino, the sugar company. We
Yeah.
used to pick up containers and we used to bring it to the port, and all the sugar goes to Germany. So, yeah.
They like sugar out there, huh? American sugar.
That's where they make it in Yonkers. The
Yeah.
sugar Domino's.
In the
Yeah.
hood.
Yeah. But the sugar that they send overseas, it goes into sacks, like brown sacks, big ones,
Yeah.
not little ones like you go to the store. I guess they take it out and put it in their own, you know, bags, and
Yeah.
then shelf them. But all the sugar comes from here. The
From
ships come in
yeah.
Yonkers, and they got molasses, sugar cane, all that stuff. You can't go in there. You gotta wear a mask, a hood with oxygen. When they chop that shit up and ferment, those gases can kill you. And then when that dries up, it gets processed, goes on the conveyor, then gets processed, and they turn it into sugar. But I go where they load and unload. But the thing is like across the street. Yeah. The fucking smell is horrible. It smells like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like dog shit, man.
Damn.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
dog shit smelling boy.
yeah, yeah. Sugar cane smells, man, when it's mashed up. You
These
see the
people.
guys with the mask, huh?
Yeah. No. No. Yeah. They gotta wear a mask to work, boy.
Yeah, those guys on the other side. I was like, dang,
These guys in the chat saying fucking Florida's a paradise. You
no, it's
said it
not.
was. That's what they're saying, man. Less
It's nice.
slums.
Yeah, go live over there and see and tell me. Try to make a living in Florida.
Yeah.
Everybody that I know, 90% of them came back.
All right. Well, if you hit the lotto for fucking 300 something million and you have to cash out within a lump sum for 155 million, where would you move to? Where would you live? If you could move one place, move to one place anywhere in the world, I guess. Where would you live?
If I hit the lotto,
Yeah, if you hit the lotto, where would you move to?
I don't know.
Jesus, you don't sound too fucking happy about winning the lotto.
No, I mean, my dream was always Hawaii, but
Yeah, you're not welcome there.
we're not welcome there. That's the reason.
Paleface not welcome here. No,
Yeah.
unless you want to live next
I
door to
mean, if
Walmart.
California wasn't woke, I would have moved to California.
Yeah, I felt
If
like
it,
that.
yeah, if it wasn't woke, I would have definitely moved to
No,
California.
that's exactly how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah. But now with all the trash they got, and the bums and homeless people sleeping on the sidewalk in front of
No,
business, they
no,
got to lock up. People don't get no business. You see bums in front of a restaurant, you're not gonna go to the restaurant.
no, no. They
Yeah,
destroyed it.
yeah,
Dystopian shithole.
yeah.
I would have loved to live in Calabasas or something, or I don't know, somewhere out there in Cali, maybe fucking Malibu or some shit. Live the
Malibu.
Kardashian lifestyle bullshit. Eat at
Yeah,
Nobu and shit. Drive across
yeah,
the,
but they
or
live
maybe
in
Pacific
Hollywood.
Palisades, huh?
They live in Hollywood. Malibu's the place.
Yeah, right by the shore over there.
Yeah, we're the 2.5 men, Santa Monica.
Santa Monica bullshit, palm trees, beautiful fucking neighborhoods you never even could imagine. Tall ass palm trees and everything looks fucking exotic and shit. They take it for granted out there. In New York, we don't have that shit. We got some shit that looks like a palm tree growing through a fucking barbed wire fence in the Bronx and some shit in some junkyard, but that's about as close as we get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to live in some California bullshit. Like, how, like Larry David on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He
Yeah,
always
you
had
know
like a
the
new
dog.
house
Yeah.
on the fucking shore. Fucking, that's the type of California bullshit you want to live in, man.
You ever see the like old Columbo shows? Detective Columbo.
I've maybe caught an episode back in the day. I know of the show, of
Like, it
course.
was, I mean, California was beautiful because
Yeah,
everything is filmed over there,
yeah.
and it goes, yeah,
But that was the
it's like
'80s California, though. That's when it was at its
that was the
best.
'80s California.
Nothing better than fucking 1980s Los Angeles motherfuckers getting money.
They have paradise over there.
Yeah, they did, and they
Now
fucked it
you go
up.
there, it looks like you're in Mexico.
No, they ruined the California dream, man. I think it was every American's dream to go live in California. California dreaming,
Well,
palm
in the
trees.
'80s, I went with my friends. I stayed there a month.
Yeah, getting
I
blonde
couldn't get a
pussy.
job.
Yeah, damn, man. Fucking Gavin Newsom destroyed fucking California.
Yeah, and Nancy Pelosi. That's Nancy
Yeah.
Pelosi. Nephew.
Oh, she destroyed San Francisco.
Yeah,
Destroyed. Done. L.A.
San
Done.
Francisco is nice.
Yeah.
Very beautiful, but it's
It
not
was
the
always a
shithole.
weird town, though. A lot of serial killers and shit. But other than that, yeah, San Francisco was beautiful back in the
It was
'90s,
beautiful, all
'80s.
hilly. Yeah,
Yeah. Decent people lived back then. Yeah. Now you
I'd
got
rather
shitheads
live in
living around
Yonkers. I'd
there. Yeah.
rather live in Yonkers than there.
Oh, yeah. Fuck San Francisco. You'll die out there. You'll get killed.
You know?
You can't do shit. Your car gets broken into. You get stabbed at the ATM machine. Yeah. It's just, fuck that.
I wonder if pizza ever went to California, lived there as a buck.
I don't think he's ever been that far west. He's been up and down the East Coast, though, sick bastard.
Yeah, motherfucker knows.
I'm sure he's got a story about California, though. Yeah, when I went out to California and I got with the Mexican gangs and we went fucking 12
The
taco
Mexican.
stands. I
Oye
had 12 taco
puto.
stands, huh?
Oye
Yeah.
puto. Yeah.
I ran a car wash. I had a donut shop. And I had about fucking 12 taco stands. And we made money. Me and Pedro and Alejandro and fucking Paco. We made money. Yeah. But then it was time for me to leave. Cops out there caught on and we had to go. Judge let me go. Son of a bitch. Let's see what's going on in this chat, man. What the hell's going on tonight? I'm as free as a bird now. This fucking chat will never change. Oh, I can't change. Lord knows ain't no fucking super chats. It will never change. Oh, freedom.
Yeah, I'm playing
Pizza shop
Guns N'
Bugsy
Roses.
Signal. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Pizza and Bugsy Siegel in Beverly Hills. Yeah, pizza killed Bugsy Siegel. I have 2 houses, investments, pensions, Social Security. I'm set for life. Motherfucker! This guy's traveled all around the country, too. He's been to Hawaii, everywhere. All 50 states. He was in Alaska. He went to go see South Dakota and shit. Deadwood. Must be nice to
Wow.
visit Deadwood. I'd like to visit Deadwood.
Yeah. I mean, I've
Ta-ta.
been to a lot of states.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been to a lot of states.
You been to, shit. You been to New Orleans?
Yeah.
You went to Mardi Gras?
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. That's fun. You got to
Uh,
be single.
yeah.
Yeah.
You been to,
You
let's
can't
see.
get too wild because the cops will arrest you.
You been to Maine? Had lobster out there?
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I've never been to Seattle, Washington. I've been to
Yeah.
Texas,
Well, you've been to
Georgia,
Texas.
Carolinas, Virginia, Delaware. That's close.
Delaware. Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Delaware. It's small. There's certain places that are nice, but most they got no state tax. But for the most part, it's ghetto. Delaware's ghetto, bro.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, I've been all over. I've been to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I've been to Pittsburgh, Ohio,
That sucks.
Altoona, New York, Buffalo,
Yeah.
New York.
Oh, you've been away upstate, huh? Motherfucker.
Yeah, I've been to Mass, Connecticut,
You been to DC, boy?
Rhode Island. Yeah, I've been to DC.
What were you doing in Rhode Island? Watching fucking white supremacist rallies? The fuck was he doing
Yeah,
out there, boy?
no, I went there with the truck.
Stay away from the bakeries out there. Got neo Nazis fucking making strudels and fucking
They
cannoli.
put SWAT stickers on the cake. When you cut the cake, you see SWAT stickers.
Ugh.
Is he still around?
How would you say, boy? I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Is he still around, that guy?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah. Of course. Evil never dies, you know. He's still around doing this neo-Nazi bullshit. Yeah, for sure.
You got to bring fish around.
You got a what?
You got to bring fish around or no?
Fish?
Yeah.
Why the fuck people keep asking about this guy? The fuck?
He's controversial. That's why.
Oh yeah,
Controversial.
yeah. Well, that's an
Yeah.
understatement. Yeah, very
Yeah.
controversial. Yeah, fucking guy. I mean, no, 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 not anytime soon. No, I
Yeah.
think it's been about a year now. I don't know. It feels like it.
No.
No, hasn't been that
No.
long.
No.
6 months.
I.
Six
I.
months.
Yeah. I was home already when from the hospital.
Well,
You guys were still talking.
feels like a long time already. Let's just keep it that way, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
He goes with the
I've had
neighbor with
my
the
fill.
knife now.
He walks around his neighborhood with a knife.
No, no, no. He changed his avatar and he's called Brooklyn Ice.
Brooklyn Knights.
Ice,
Oh,
like ice
Brooklyn
cream.
Ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think that guy's blocked. Yeah, good. Yeah, he's blocked.
But he's got like 30 accounts, so you don't know when he comes in.
Yeah. Every chat needs a fish. No, no, no. I used to think that way sometimes, but no. He he's had enough. Sal likes fish. Yeah, I used to say the same thing, you know. Fish has been in the chat all night. You should put together a show where everybody makes amends for one day. That's never happening. In a perfect world, drum. In a perfect world. Fish is a goofball. That's an understatement. Fish is the only one with big enough balls to call JT out for the con man that he is.
Yeah, he did.
What's up, BB from VA? Good to see you, BB. Fish pisses off too many people. Oh, look, Scott's got a friggin' brain. Look at this. What a smart man. The only one talking with some sense here is Scott.
What's he saying?
Fish pisses off too many people. See, Scott's got a good memory. See, he remembers. Sal, does Fish put his balls in his... Oh, Jesus. Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah? We still need to have a chat, huh? All right.
That's Frank.
Huh? Where's Frank?
Uh,
Yeah, where's Frank? Where's that motherfucker? He was in here last night, I think. Did Frank come on the show last night? No, right? No.
no,
Where the hell are you, Frank? Let's see. Oh, yo, what up, Philly? Philly boy. Oh, is Fish a troll? You know Fish is a troll.
mm.
Frank is 3 hours behind. Yeah, well, where the fuck is?
Who, Frank? He was in here?
Yeah. No, he wasn't in here tonight. Son of a bitch.
Oh, yesterday, yeah, he told me he was working. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Maybe the ship sank. I don't know.
Ahoy, mateys.
He's going down with the ship.
You think I need this agita? Let's see what else we got here. MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. All right. I already read that. Mahmoodi's mayoral primary victory sealed a headache for the Democrats and proved that they can't win no matter what. No. They let radicals take over their party. Kim Kardashian struts her stuff in lingerie ahead of Jeff Bezos' wedding or pajama after party. Yeah, nice.
I think she's the cutest out of the whole.
She's amazing. She's yeah.
When did you see her when she was younger? When she was a teen?
She was cute, but
She's
yeah,
fucking hot.
yeah,
And then she started putting all that plastic surgery on her ass and
yeah.
butt.
But she did good plastic surgery though. She did it the right way. She had the most perfect jobs done, the best money could buy,
Yeah, but
and she still
they,
looks amazing to this day.
yeah, her face. Yeah,
Her body, her
she
face.
looks a lot like her mother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I always like Courtney too, but I don't
Courtney
know.
is the youngest one, right?
I'm not sure. No, I think maybe Chloe's the youngest one.
And you're talking about the big one.
Yeah, the
That's
big.
OJ's daughter.
Well, now I don't think it's OJ's daughter. Now I think it's the tennis instructor. They had like a tennis instructor, or he might have been a makeup artist or something.
She slept with her. Well, the mother
And
slept with a
she
lot
looks
of
just
people.
like him, huh?
The
The
mother
mother
slept with
slept
a lot
around.
of people.
The mother
Yeah,
slept. The mother slept with OJ and
yeah.
some other people. The tennis instructor, the fucking makeup artist.
Yeah, she was a whore.
Yeah, and look what she did to Bruce. Bruce went from flying fucking collectible
He was a
airplanes and shit.
millionaire.
Yeah, he was flying toy airplanes, and then he became a woman.
No, no, he was a millionaire. He was Olympic. That
An Olympic guy. Yeah,
Bruce played everything. He was good at basketball, baseball, tennis. I mean, he was an athlete all the way around. Then he was in Chips and a couple other. He played small movies, but he had millions. He got together with the Kardashians. He went broke. They were living off of credit cards. And then that sex tape came out, and it was all coordinated with the mother.
yeah.
Yeah. So when Kim, when that thing leaked out, they say it leaked out. It was bullshit. They put it out, and she saved the family. Kim saved the family.
Um, Fish only one sock account in here at a time, cuz. Yeah. Fish versus Jim Terry was a battle royale. Where can I see that?
I heard that fight.
That was on Angel's show?
Yeah. because he said he's got 800 paid subscriber, and then Fish said you probably have 800 members, but you don't have 800 paid subscribers. And they went back and forth, and Fish was telling that guy JT, prove it, show the proof that you got 800. And then JT says, well, we don't make that much money because it's two of us, blah blah blah. But you got 800. I think it's $30 a month or something like that.
$30 a month per subscriber.
Yeah, it's fucking
Oh
crazy.
shit! Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
and he got under he got under fucking that guy's JT skin, bro. I was like,
30
holy shit,
times how much? How many subscribers? 600 or 800?
800, 800, paid, paid
Bro,
membership.
that's $24,000 a month.
Yeah,
Take away, hold on, take away 30% from YouTube. That's $16,800
it's a lot of
divided
money.
by two. That's $8,400 a month between two assholes. Bro, you know how much problems that could solve? Just even 1 month, that would solve some problems for me. But 2 month run like that? Oh my god. Give me a 2 month run like that. Fuck.
Because he's together with that guy called Mr. X, which is I think that's his brother. But anyway, he says that he's got to pay for his studio, this and that, blah blah
Oh, boo
blah.
fucking whom?
Yeah,
You're making fucking 8,400 a month. That's just
but
from fucking memberships. Not even that's not even from the views and the fucking super chats he's getting. Motherfucker. That's beautiful, man. That's how it should be on here.
and then
Shit.
Fish says, "Oh yeah, we brought our people over here and we boosted Angel's show, the channel,
Yeah.
which he did help. But what he did was is get paid to subscribers to Angel's show. So
Yeah.
whatever people were on his side are paid members at Angel show
Yeah.
because Angel didn't have paid memberships. But Angel doesn't need JT. Her name itself, you know. But he helped her set it up, so she can make money. Her and Marlon.
No, I think she still needs
But
him though.
oh yeah, but I don't think she needs it.
Without that, I mean, she already fucked over her closest
The-
people. So
Well, they're
without
fighting.
him,
In a way, they're kind of fighting because there's certain people that are in the chat and that has a wrench. It says, "Oh, you got to take away this wrench, or you got to block her, or whatever."
yeah,
And they just said, "I'm not blocking anybody, because just because you had a problem on your show,
yeah.
you know, you know,
That's why some people get mad at me about that shit too. You know,
yeah, that's on
don't
his
tell me
show.
who
But
to have on my
when
chat.
those people go on her show, you know, they don't disrespect them. So
Yeah. What up, Tony Buick? Buick boy. Wait, he's finishing up his blowjob from Ken.
Ken,
Ugh. Just blew my load inside of you. I traveled the seven seas, ended up in the Philippines. Met a lady boy named Ken, it was my end. Ended up back at the hotel. Oh my god, what's that putrid smell? Woke up and my asshole was bleeding out. My asshole hurts. I don't know what happened last night. How could I go home and look at my family in the eyes? I slept with a lady boy in the Philippines. Yo, Tony,
Right.
there he is. How you feeling?
What's up,
Oh,
Tony?
a bit better. A bit better.
All right. You sound like you survived the fucking.
You took a steamy shower?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. How are you, Carmen?
Buick,
Some.
are you okay? It sounds like you got a butt plug.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Tell you
sounds
what.
like he's going through some. He's being buggered right now.
Oh,
Well, it does help being nursed by Kenny in a little thong panty. Makes all the difference.
is
Hot
Kenny
pink.
blonde?
Beautiful little thong. Kenny, come over here, Kenny. Say hello to
Where?
Gunsmoke.
Ni hao ma.
Hi, Gunsmoke.
Hello, Kenny. We meet again.
Oh, anyway, listen. I won't stay on long. I
God
don't
damn
have
it.
the energy. I don't have the energy.
Yeah.
But I feel better. I just had a nice warm shower about half an hour ago. It's the second one, and it's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. Oh,
Yeah.
mate, I haven't been. I feel better compared to yesterday. This morning,
Yes.
I still. This
So,
morning, I was a bit still out of it. But anyway, I was just saying. Hang on.
don't eat no meat.
No, no, no. I had a
Yeah.
soup. I've only had one meal since Friday night, Carmen, and that was today. I ordered a hot soup. That's the only thing I've eaten since Friday night. Yesterday I had no appetite at all Saturday. It's Sunday 3:12 in the afternoon here, uh, and I do feel very light, like stomach wise. I had to get all that shit out since Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
bad.
flush out your system.
Aqua seltzer or ginger ale. You
Yeah, well, I had a.
know.
Well, I've just been drinking cool water because they don't. Well, I didn't go out of my room, so I didn't order no ginger ale. But but I was just gonna say, Gunsmoke, yeah,
Yeah.
fish, and Jim Jerry
JT.
had a big battle on Friday.
On Friday?
No, Friday or
Yeah,
hang on, it was Thursday your time, Thursday
Is the
night.
show still up?
yeah,
I think it is. It's members
it is.
only, but it's
She
up.
doesn't take them down. You know.
Yeah. You got to watch it. It goes for about 25 minutes non-stop until someone ruined it. Some woman, I thought it was Fisher's wife because some woman popped up towards the end and started screaming, "Stop it, both of you, stop it, enough." And even Fish said, "What's the matter with you?" I thought it was Fisher's wife, going bananas, but it wasn't. It was someone was on the panel in the bottom right hand corner called Reaper. I never heard of the person, and it killed it. It dived in its tracks. They did about 10 rounds out of 12.
Uh huh.
They were both given as good as they were getting.
Yeah,
But the
but
JT made me laugh when he said when Fish was really getting in, and JT said, "You're talking about me? You're a 60-year-old asshole who sells
selling
ice
ice
cream
cream.
on a bicycle."
Yeah.
I fell on the floor.
Yeah, that
And
was epic. That was epic, man.
yeah, that was epic. And Fish doesn't. If you're listening out there, Fish, I like you, mate. But I just put it quote by quote. That's not my words. That was JT going, "You're talking about me? You're a
It,
60-year-old
it,
asshole selling ice on a bicycle." I fell
it,
on the floor when he said that. That
yeah.
was,
Hey, Tony, what?
yeah,
Tony, what? He got under JT's skin when he says, you don't got 800 paid subscribers in
yeah,
your channel." He said, "Show
yeah.
me the proof. Show me the proof." And JT was just, "I'll come over there by you. I'll get my friend that has an MMA gym. I'll fight you in the ring." You know.
Yeah, yeah.
That was fucking
And
ridiculous.
yeah, it was, yeah, you know, but listen, I wouldn't care if someone had 800 paid subscribers or not. I want that type of, you know, I know, Gunsmate, if you had a bit of that, you'll be getting 150 every show, but you
Shit.
could do without it. I know you choose,
No,
you
no, no. I
choose to
can't
have,
do without it. No.
I know, I mean, if
let's
you
not.
had
Let's
that,
like a shit.
you know
I
what
got
I
one
mean?
fucking super chat tonight.
You know, that's what I mean. I don't know why
Thank you,
Fitch
Dia.
is so concerned about how many, you know. I mean, who
Well,
gives a fuck whether he's got 100 or 800? It does. That's none of my
yeah,
business. I don't care. But
but
I like the, yeah.
Tony, before you came around, this channel, we had a lot of drama here,
Oh
and
yeah.
the drama turned into personal attacks. So
Ah,
Gunsmoke doesn't want that no more. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I've
because
always been meaning. Yeah.
got, Tony, they even came to Gunsmoke's house with the gun.
Oh
Who?
my god, you keep bringing that up. But yeah, that was a
I'll
long
bring it
time
up. I don't give a fuck. Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Who came over?
Something. A couple of guys came over and they showed up at Gunsmoke's house with the gun.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, some people
Yeah,
get offended. Yeah,
Meanwhile, I didn't even do nothing to offend him. It wasn't me offending him.
yeah, but it's the chat. But I don't know why they wanted to attack you.
Always in the beginning. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
too
because I've
nice.
always,
That's my problem. Too
Carmen,
fucking nice.
I've always been wanting to ask, but I thought, none of my business. Because I didn't know he. Yeah, so you've been there, done that. Yeah, I know what you mean. Now you just want peace and quiet when you do a show, where
yeah,
even if you get 50 good followers, it's enough. Enough that this is all got to be a hobby kept in perspective. It's not something you're going to starve if you listen. I'm in a country that literally, if you don't have a job, or even if you got a job, if it's a low-paying job, you could see people, they're hungry. They're hungry, even
yeah,
with a low-paying job. And to give perspective in life, we are lucky that we live in first world countries. I'm
Yeah.
telling you
yeah,
now. I'm
yeah,
telling you now. Health-wise, medical-wise, or just to have at least one good square meal a day, you can't get it here at all. Government here does not pay anything in life here.
Where in
Nothing.
Australia?
No, I'm in Philippines. I'm in a third world
Oh,
country.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, in
yeah,
Australia, we're living pretty. We're living pretty. You don't
yeah,
have to
yeah.
work.
You
Some people,
guys,
you get taken care of.
yeah,
It's
you guys
yeah.
you guys in Australia got the Indraga that controls the government, the Calabrian mafia.
No, we're in Australia.
On
Carmen,
Australia,
The
in
Calabrians,
Aus-
right?
Carmen,
Indraga.
have you been smoking with Dwayne some nice little buds?
No, I don't smoke no
Oh,
more. No. You didn't know that?
no,
The Andromeda, fucking
Indraga is big in Australia.
no, it's not.
yes,
Not
it is.
anymore.
They take
When
over,
I
man.
grew up, it was a bit when Robert Trimboli, he came from a town called Griffith. It was called back then. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Weed, the capital of weed in Australia was Griffith, and that I can still remember as a boy in the 70s. I'm born in the sixth, but 70s, and he was the king of grass over there, and yeah, there was a bit up until the 90s, but now it's different. Now the criminal gangs are literally on steroids over there. It's different type of scenario.
Yeah, that
It's middle,
well that
yeah.
because I was reading on it and about it in Draga is they're in they control like the mayors. They're in the small politics level, but they control all the grocery stores or the drugs, the prostitutions, everything. And Dracula is very big in Australia. And Dracula is all over the world now. It's like the Sicilian mob. the Sicilian mob expanded around the world. Now it's the Dragado, and they don't care. They're ruthless. They had a shooting.
Yeah.
They were trying to kill a guy at a gym. He went to the gym and they shot up the gym, and they had children next door, a daycare center for children, and missed the children in Australia. You should remember that.
Oh, well, some of the maybe yeah, I can't remember, but because we've heard a lot of these things before, but yeah. Now they've got a different problem. They've got Middle Eastern crime gangs now.
Yes,
They're the ones who've taken over.
yeah. Well, you're was it prime minister you got there? President, prime minister.
Prime Minister.
The people didn't want those Muslims going there to begin with.
Well, yeah, but it's like closing the gate after the horse has bolted. It's too late.
Yeah,
Yeah, they, But anyway. But yeah, I laughed with that Socrates fish. Yeah, he gave as good as he got. They were both, It was funny. It was, it was.
that was funny. He got on the JT skid. I mean,
Yeah.
JT
But
got
don't
mad. He
forget.
was getting mad. Yeah,
Yeah. I know. But JT came out with some gold comments when he said, when Fish kept saying, I've got a business. He said,
yeah,
you got a business? You've just got a bicycle. You jerk.
yeah. Selling ice cream. Selling ice cream.
He said, you don't have a
Eh,
business. You just
yeah.
ride a bicycle.
And then the fish comes back says, "Hey, cuz, it's Italian ice, not ice cream."
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, that was fucking beautiful. And then, but anyway, it was,
The Gunsmoke,
yeah.
the Gunsmoke don't want him here. I don't know. He's funny at times.
Yeah. No,
Shit.
no. Listen, whatever people think of Jim Terry, like him or love him, hate him or love him, he really has, listen, like I said, he does 30 minutes, he's funny as hell, then 20 minutes, he's mean as hell.
Yeah.
Some people can't take the mean part, but,
Yeah, because he makes fun of people that are
handicaps and
disabled.
all that.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I do when I switch off? I go do this is when I'm back home. I'll go put gas in my car. I'll go wash me dishes or mow the lawn at the back, and then I'll switch on back again, and his butter won't. He's like a good little boy by then. He needs a psychiatrist, but anyway, he's brought entertainment on her channel. That's my opinion. A lot of people say
Yeah,
what
yeah,
entertainment.
yeah.
You know.
Hey, Tony, what part of Australia you live in? The northern
I'm
part,
in
or
South. Yeah, good question, Carmen. I'm in South Australia. Anyone out there, if they're interested, just look up Adelaide. ADEL.
Adeline? Yeah.
Yeah, Adelaide City, South Australia. That's where my city is.
Wow.
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of. Remember that guy? What's his name? He was on the animal show that he used to dive in with the sharks and the crocodiles and the
Oh,
crocodile.
Steve Irwin. Steve
Steve
Irwin.
Irwin, yeah, he got hit with the stingray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See what happened? He he became successful so quick, and then after he was risking life going in next to wildlife animals that can kill you. He thought
yeah,
he's invincible, and he fucked
yeah,
up. He went to touch a stingray, a big stingray, not the little ones, the big ones,
yeah.
and that thing zapped him, and he
With the
died.
tail. Yeah,
Yeah, the tail. Well,
yeah,
if you go and muck around with the wildlife that can kill you, you got to be silly, mate.
yeah. He used to play around with snakes, and I was like, Jesus Christ, because in Australia
Yeah.
there's a lot of snakes, man.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah, I don't know how you can. There was show one time. I don't know what part of Australia, but there's a season that all the frogs were on this guy's front lawn. They were just hopping all over the place.
Oh, that's Queensland, and they're called what do you call it?
They're very
Bullfrogs.
invasive, those
Yeah,
frogs.
they're called cane toads. Cane toads are because where the sugar cane up in Queensland, the sugar cane farms, and what they did is, I think some Australian scientists brought them in to control sugarcane pest. You know, little beetles that
Yeah,
can destroy a crop, and they brought in the sugarcane. They brought in the cane toads. They're like big frogs, and they got out of control, and now they're just as dangerous as anything. Any type of wildlife that bites them or eats them, it's got poison, you know. So and
wow.
now they're trying to eradicate them. It's a bit like your Florida pythons and your alligators. Pythons,
Yeah.
people are getting paid to kill these cane toads.
Well, in Florida, they got a lizard. It's called a taboo, and it comes from Argentina. And
Yeah,
it's a lizard. It looks like an iguana, but it's like an iguana on steroids. It would chase you. That's how mean that those lizards are. It's called a taboo, and they're invasive, and they're growing all over. They multiply too much in Florida. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Australia got a lot of wild stuff.
Yeah, but I've noticed a lot of people who don't come from Australia, just because they see there's deadly snakes, deadly spiders, deadly wildlife, and big great white sharks on everywhere, they think, don't go there. But it's a bit like you 9 times out of 10 you won't bump into anything like that. Especially if you're in the city. If you're out in the outback and that, you might.
Yeah, you'll come across a snake. Yeah,
Yeah, especially the snakes. Now, it might, even in the cities, like under my in the back of my house, I've got tables, outdoor tables, and underneath the tables, you always get redback spiders, especially if you haven't moved a piece of furniture for like up 2 months or 3 months. You can see they're a little thing, but they got a redback, and they're
well,
dangerous
the
if they
black
bite
widow,
you.
the,
Hey?
the black widow.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we call them redback because it's a black spider, and on the back of its
It's
belly,
red. Yeah,
it's red, a red
yeah.
line.
They're poisonous. Mhm.
Yeah. If that bites you,
Yeah.
well, if
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 you're
you're quick
allergic, if
enough,
you're yeah,
yeah,
if you're allergic, you can die.
yeah,
Yeah. So you got those in your backyard, Jesus.
yeah. I've got them in my backyard. If you don't spray regularly, like every month, yeah, you
Wow.
can kill them with a normal fly spray. They die with a normal fly spray. You don't have to have
Oh,
anything
okay.
special. Yeah, just with a normal mosquito spray, you spray them on. They start dropping
How,
down
how
and
about
twisting
snakes?
around. Yeah.
You get snakes?
No, well, there is in my city, but I haven't seen one, thank God, in my yard. It's a bit probably north to me. One of the most deadliest is the brown snake. He can
Yeah,
grow big. He can grow big, and he's deadly. One
yeah,
one bite, one bite of him, and you're finished in 10 minutes.
yeah. We got uh, gator snakes over here. That like garden snakes, and
Yeah.
then we got copperheads. They're
Oh yeah.
docile snakes, and they're brown, and their head is light brown. That's why they call it copperhead, and they're
Oh yeah.
poisonous. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So every time
So
I mow the lawn, I make sure I cut it low so I can chop their heads off.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Overall, you don't bump into these things. I mean, otherwise, no one would live in Australia if it was if the reputation, if the was as what some
Y-
people think.
y-
There's
Yeah, but when I grew up in Italy, there's snakes all over the place. And we got
Yeah,
vipers. Yeah, we got
yeah,
viper. We got scorpions. Yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah,
got all of that. And I grew up on the countryside. You know.
yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
told me, yeah, from near
yeah.
Amalfi, huh?
Near Amalfi, near Amalfi.
Have you?
But it's all
Is your
farm where I
family?
live. Is
Yeah,
that?
is your family still got a little place there, or?
Yes. Yeah, I got a house. My parents passed away. My sister lives there.
Ah, well, that sounds good.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty good.
she's a school teacher. Yeah.
Oh, so she's still. Are you telling me she never came back home to America?
No, no.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, she's a school teacher though. She's American also. You know, she was born here.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, fair enough.
yeah. Life is
Yeah,
different, you know.
yeah, yeah. All right. So what else is going on, Gunsmoke?
We're gonna shove a fucking scorpion and some vipers up somebody's ass. We don't got those type of exotic animals out here. Think I need to exotic them?
No, we got them. No. Gunsmoke, we got. I
We don't
mean,
got
in New York,
scorpions. We got salamanders and little lizards and shit. I see them
yeah, I used
crawling
to, I
around.
used to, I used to pick up the rocks and take the salamanders in my hand.
Me too. When I was a kid.
Yeah.
Now I can't catch these
We used to
motherfuckers.
freeze them in the ice in a bottle of water.
Oh, we didn't do that. We didn't
Yeah,
harm
you
the
put
creatures.
no, you put the salamander in the bottle, fill it up with water, put it in the freezer. It'll freeze. I mean, freeze, and then you take it outside, dude, and the ice will melt, and the salamander's still alive.
Yeah, but you're torturing a
Yeah,
little fucker. You know.
yeah,
He likes the sun, not the fucking ice cubes.
yeah.
Fucking, and we used to catch little frogs too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I wanted to keep one. I had a
Where we
turtle
gonna
for
put
about
it?
3 days, but it died. Huh? I don't know. We
Where
had
you
like
gonna
a
keep
fish
a?
tank and shit.
Oh, yeah, turtle. If you get like an outdoor turtle, it's gonna die. Yeah.
And I think we bought it from the store, but it started throwing up green shit and it passed away. Had the motherfucker for like 3 days. This was back in like 1989 and shit. 80,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
1990.
It probably the water wasn't good or whatever. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
In New Jersey, it's illegal to have a turtle. So I don't know. I don't know if they changed that law.
Probably. They carry disease and shit anyway.
Yeah.
You don't want that
My
shit.
my friend had a whole 500-gallon tank in his basement, and he had piranhas in there. Red
Nice.
bi- red belly piranhas,
So you don't pay
and
your fucking debt. He sticks your hand in there.
nah. Well, he used to buy the feeder fish like goldfish,
Yeah.
throw them in there. And they used to fight, getting it. And I remember one time he forgot. He says, "Oh shit, I forgot to feed my fish." So I was with him. I went, we went in the basement, and I think he had like 15 of them. And then he saw that the other fish attacked another piranha. They, because they're
Son of
cannibals.
a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, they eat each other. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of any mobsters having man-eating sharks in their backyard pool?
No,
No, I read about this. Some assholes in Lindenhurst or something had man-eating sharks. They used to threaten people to throw them in the fucking pool with the shark.
they
I
had
think it's
lions.
bullshit. Yeah. I heard of lions too. Yeah,
Yeah, they had lions. I mean, there was what the Colombo guy had a lion.
I think Rob
Another
Jean
guy
had
had a
some fucking
lion.
lions too.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that had lions. Yeah,
I
but
would have
then they
liked to have
had
a shark.
dogs. Then they
Yeah,
had dogs that would attack. So,
yeah.
oh yeah, they used to
Fucking
torture people with the dogs. Yeah,
dog attacking boy,
yeah.
neo-Nazi boy.
But I never heard of someone having a shark.
No,
When I lived in Patterson, the guy behind my house, uh, these two brothers, the parents had a house in Florida. These motherfuckers brought a baby alligator from Florida, and they raised it in the swimming pool. I
nice.
forgot how many feet it was, and then I guess some neighbor saw it from the
I was about to
backyard
say the
window.
neighbors don't complain. Yeah,
Yeah, no, they called the ASA. the animal control, and they came and got it. They got a big ass fine for having an alligator. Uh, Alligator in Patterson. Can you believe that shit?
Shit.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what's in the sewers, man.
Yeah. There's people that threw piranhas in Lake Ahapong on the Route 15 by Sparta. I
Yeah.
mean, they threw piranhas in there and everything. But I
I'm
never heard
surprised.
anyone getting bit. Whatever. But
Yeah, I'm surprised more mob guys didn't have like piranha tanks and shit. Stick a guy's fucking hand in there or something. Yeah.
um,
Sounds like something Roy DeMeo would do or something. I don't know.
no,
Richard
I mean
DeMeo
the
claims.
vicious guys they would torture you. They would tie you up and use a blowtorch. Yeah,
Yeah.
they use blowtorch,
That's fucking brutal, man.
and then they start cutting they start off cutting your pinky. That's what they do in Italy. They start cutting off your pinky.
They can't go
Yeah,
for the pinky toe. They got to go for the pinky.
yeah, because it hurts.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Blowtorch hurts too.
And when they kidnap a kid in Italy,
Uh huh.
either they'll cut off a finger and send it through the mail
Yeah.
to,
That's an
to
old
the
Sicilian
parents.
message. Yeah.
Yeah, and they do it in where I live too.
They did that in the movie Paid in Full. You ever heard about that story?
No,
About the drug dealers from Harlem? It was based on a true story. And this drug dealer's brother got kidnapped for ransom. And he was like 12 years old, 12-year-old little boy. And his own uncle kidnapped him to get his older brother to pay a ransom because the older brother was a big drug dealer, money making Mitch. Well, Richard Porter. Richard Porter. That was his real name, Richie Porter. Anyway, they kidnapped Richie Porter's brother for ransom. And I guess they chopped off the kid's finger or his pinky or something. And they sent it to him in the mail to show that they mean business, that they want the fucking money, you know? But they ended up killing the kid anyway. And the
wow,
uncle went down, got arrested for kidnapping
wow,
and murder. Yeah, it was a horrible story. They made a movie about it, Paid in Full. You never seen that?
no, no.
Wow, it's a
I
classic
did
hood
know
movie.
the story about the multi-billionaire that owned the Getty oil. He's a rich kid, and they kidnapped him in Italy, and they chopped off his ear.
The Getty, some shit it was about the
Yeah,
Getty
Getty
gun.
something. Yeah, they chopped off his ear, and they sent the ear through the mail. And those guys got their money, but I don't know if they got caught. That's,
Is that the best way to do a ransom? Like to ensure that you get the money, you gotta send them a fucking body part in the mail, maybe a fucking
sometimes it
earlobe or
works,
something.
sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah,
But these days, I don't know.
you don't know if it works anymore.
No, because there's too much surveillance, too much. I don't know. I don't know how we. Even if they say, okay, send the money to this account, whatever. I'm sure they're gonna trace the account to. You I don't know. I really don't know. Because it's hard to pick up a bag of cash without a million cops looking at you.
Yeah,
So that's what they did with Carlo Gambino. Carlo Gambino with John Gotti and was it Quack Quack?
yeah. With the nephew
They
Emmanuel
said, yeah, the Irish guy, some Irish gangsters
McBratney,
kidnapped Ian McBratney to kidnap the Carlo Gambino's nephew.
Emmanuel supposedly. Yeah,
That he refused. Carlo Gambino refused to pay the ransom.
because then he said everybody's kids would be getting fucking kidnapped.
Right.
But
So he
eventually he did pay
sacrificed.
though. But eventually he
No,
did pay, but it was too late.
they killed him. Yeah, they
Yeah.
killed him. Yeah. And then what's it, John Gotti and was it Quack Quack and some other guy? They shot him in a
Uh,
bar in Staten Island.
and some other asshole.
A
Fuck,
junkie. Yeah.
Ralph something. I don't know.
Yeah. The guy that pulled the trigger was a junkie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but then supposedly years later, Junior did like a documentary for an A&E or some shit, or maybe he even put it in a book. My Shadow of My Father.
Yeah, but I don't think John Gotti wasn't the trigger guy.
No, I think he said his father was a trigger man in the book or in the documentary. One or the other. I was like, wow, that's fucking news to me. You know,
Yeah,
that he actually pulled the trigger.
yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. So I heard conflicting
It could
things.
be. Who knows? It could be. I don't
But
know.
anyway, the other guy, Ralph something, got it. Got the credit for it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, put it this way: Neil Delacroix came from a era of Mob Incorporated with Fat Andy and all those guys.
Yeah,
Everyone in Neil's circle had to be a killer.
yeah.
Okay, listen, Neil had to kill his own best friend
Oh,
to get a pass with Carlin Gambino.
oh, kill Anastasia.
No, uh, one of the guys he was in the same crew with Anastasia. After they killed Anastasia, Carlin Gambino was hunting down Neil Delacroix, and
Yeah,
then Carlin Gambino made a deal with him, but he had to take out forgot his name. I
Pet
think
the
he went
cat
down.
Spirito. I don't know.
No, no, sorry, I don't know.
Nah, that was Philly Mob.
Yeah, I think he went down to Florida and they whacked him. Because Neil Delacroix had a lot of power. He had a lot of guys behind him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, that's why he made him underboss, and
yeah.
that's why Paul Castellano
Carlo
kept him
Gambino
as
was
underboss.
scared of him. Carlo Gambino
Yeah,
was scared because if he retaliated, he would have got Carlo Gambino.
yeah. Would have been a big civil war at least. That's why Paul
Yeah,
kept him on as underboss too, because technically Neil should have been the boss after Carlo Gambino went.
correct, correct.
So to appease him, they kept him on. They better keep
Yeah,
him on.
but
Yeah, they all
yeah,
feared Neil Delacroix.
everybody in Neil's circle was a killer.
Yeah,
You just didn't. You weren't a made guy if you weren't a killer. That's all. That was old school. You know.
unless you're Michael
So
Franzese, huh?
yeah, well, things changed because Michael Francis, the father, was a big hitman, and he
Yeah,
was big. He was known. Everybody respected. Even John Gotti respected that guy. But Michael Francis is a yuppie. He went to school. He was studying medicine, and he wanted to follow his. When his father got locked up, he left college to help the family. So he stepped in.
shit.
Yeah, but he had the brains. But he didn't come up with the fuel scam with the taxes. The Russians were already doing it. So he just stole the idea of the Russians and made 10 times what the Russians did.
Good. Yeah, they don't know what they're doing. They shouldn't be doing it at all. If
Yeah,
somebody's gonna do it, it should be the mob. Let them get it.
yeah.
We don't
Well,
need
the
Russian
Russians, the
crime.
Russians, they
Yeah,
got their own mob.
yeah, but we don't need that here. We already got one
No,
mafia. There's only room
yeah,
enough for one mob.
yeah.
You understand?
That's why he got a pass because he made millions for the
Yeah.
family.
What are we gonna do with all this meat? Hey, it's not meat. Shut up. What's up, Anna? Fuck, man. Slow
Yeah, they were
Saturday.
all in that same crew. My friend was in that crew. Uh, Rob G's father he wasn't a mate guy, but he was in that crew
Yeah.
with Lino. Yeah, there was a lot of guys in that crew. Look at Willie Boy Johnson. He was not even Italian. Or look at Joe Watts, not Italian, and we're killers.
Yeah.
Joe Watts was known for stabbing people. He liked to stab people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what they told me.
Becomes addicting, I guess, huh? For some people,
Yeah, some people like
they
the
love the
knife.
thrill. Get your heartbeat racing. You're fucking,
Yeah,
get your adrenaline pumping.
yeah.
It's not like shooting, I guess.
Yeah,
Some people
shooting,
get
you
the
can
thrill of the gun too. Yeah,
listen. Shooting, anyone can pull a trigger.
yeah,
You can be 10 feet away and shoot a guy. You won't even know where the bullet hit. You walk away. But when you do it with the knife, it's like up and close and personal.
yeah.
You see the blood gushing out. You stab someone in the liver.
You feel the knife going
He
in.
got an hour to live. He stabbed someone in the liver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck, man.
yeah,
They did Julius Caesar dirty too. What was it? 27 senators came out of nowhere and started stabbing him to death.
yeah,
That's fucked up, man.
yeah. Really
That's a
Caesar.
brutal way to go. It's very personal.
Yeah, it's personal.
Shit.
Yeah. In Italy, they use the knife a lot, man.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. If
I
they
don't
can't
like
get
that.
close to a guy, that's when they use a gun. You know,
Yeah. What do you think is worse? I mean, it's both bad. I mean, shit. But if you had to
I'd rather get
choose,
shot.
yeah, right.
Yeah. Imagine, imagine someone cut you in the throat, right? And you're holding
Ah,
on to your artery, and the blood is gushing, and you know you're
ah.
gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't want to think
Yeah.
about it. Fuck. Why'd you bring it up? I don't want to think about it.
I saw it so many times.
Fuck. I hate
A
that
lot of
shit.
Italians use the razor blade to shave the they use for shaving, the one that opens up,
Yeah.
the old fashioned. They use that.
Yeah, they did that in the movie too. Well, I forgot what movie.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Oh no, it was Boardwalk Empire. Yeah.
Yeah, it only takes one slice. That's all it
Ah,
does.
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
Ah, come on, man.
I guess it's like a pet peeve. You know, to get to fucking Australia, it takes a day and 5 hours to get to that fucking
Yeah,
Adelaide he's from.
24
Adelaide.
hours. Yeah.
No, it's $1,400.
Yeah, but it's like 20 something hour flight.
I mean, that's fucking nuts.
Uh,
The fuck? You gotta fly first class. Can't be sitting in that little ass chair for fucking 24 hours.
well, I know Italians that live there, and they came for vacation maybe twice and never seen them again.
What do you mean?
I don't know in what they were thinking going to Australia. You know,
I mean, fuck. The bathroom must be crazy on that flight.
yeah,
How many people are getting up, taking a piss and shit in that toilet for fucking
yeah.
25 hours?
They got what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They got 12 toilets.
In a fucking plane? Yeah.
Yeah, big plane. Yeah.
That's first class. Yeah.
Each row has a toilet on the left and a toilet on the right side.
Yeah.
So each class you got you know, first class, business class.
What a nightmare.
Yeah.
I guess I'm never going to that side of the fucking world. That's too far away, man.
You ever been on the plane?
Yeah.
Okay.
96 and 2003. Yeah.
Where do you go, Florida?
Yeah. Oh, and 1999 too. We went to Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tennessee, boy.
Yeah. One of my friends moved out there.
Oh,
So I spent like a month out there.
you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. It was cool. I mean, it's different than New York, but you know,
It's all getting used to.
yeah. But he had a bunch of cool friends out there and shit. But it's definitely a different way of life. They're big into the church out there and the fucking
Yeah, all
horses
Christian.
running wild and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
One of my
definitely the country. Yeah.
one of my son's friends, they moved out to Colorado, and now he's a cop over there.
Colorado cop boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Colorado's crazy, man. Very violent and
Yeah. A lot of rich people, a lot of
yeah,
poor, a lot of drugs.
yeah, a lot of drugs
A
and a
lot of
lot of
drugs, man.
people on the run out there. Some
Yeah,
of the worst criminals are out there in fucking Colorado.
yeah. All the shootings, like the
Scumbags.
kids shooting up schools,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
from there. All from there.
Yeah, that was the epicenter. Yeah, they live in the fucking mountains out there,
Yeah,
It's hunting and fucking being an
fishing.
asshole and loneliness and the
Yeah,
despair. I don't even think the fucking sun shines over there. It's always cloudy and shit. They can't just enjoy their nature, They got to be fucking assholes. Oh, the world sucks. Because you know why? Because they watch television and they see all this shit from Hollywood showing them a better world out there while they live in
yeah.
some mountain town, fucking clouds all the time, fucking nothing ever happens, nothing going on, just fucking boring lifestyle. It's
They
just
think it's
basically one
easy.
big Long Island out there, huh?
Yeah. A lot of people have that fantasy. They see a different world on TV, but
Yeah,
in reality, if you move to New York, New Jersey, it's not easy to make a living.
no.
It's not easy at
And
all.
it's a miserable too. I mean, New York is
Yeah,
basically one big ghetto, to be honest. I mean, there's nice parts and suburbs and shit, but for the
yeah.
most part, when you're talking about
It,
Brooklyn, most of
no,
Queens,
yeah,
it's
but
all
New York
ghetto
is a
shit.
money grab.
Yeah,
I, I'm gonna, I was discussing this with my friend a long time ago. He passed away. He lived in Brooklyn, and everything's expensive.
yeah,
And I used to tell him, Brooklyn is like you're the spider inside a glass, and you try to climb out of the glass and you slide back down. Because what New York does, they want to keep you there. The parking, everything's expensive. So whatever
everything.
you make, you just
Yeah,
blow it on everything. That's why people don't have enough money to move out of New York. You know,
you're
because they're
trapped.
broke all the time. Yeah,
Yeah, costs a lot of money to fucking move out of state,
yeah.
paying for the
No, but
fucking
especially in
trucking
New
and
York, you you
yeah,
you don't have enough money to move out.
yeah.
Like you want to take your furniture, you
No,
don't have money.
no, you got shit.
Yeah,
They keep you down, boy.
yeah.
While the
That's what they
fucking
do.
city council woke members are getting rich. And then on top of all the shit you got to pay, you got to worry about getting fucking stabbed or shot, catch a stray bullet. Fucking, you
Yeah,
never know because of these woke city motherfuckers. They let these assholes out. On top of that, you got to worry about crime too. So it's like it's a
yeah,
fucking nightmare.
yeah, yeah. Because
Traffic.
those
Yeah.
because those politicians don't live in those neighborhoods.
No, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's why they don't care.
They don't live there. Think AOC lives in her district? No, she lives in some fucking condo in DC with her fucking woke boyfriend. He's walking around in sandals all year long.
Yeah,
His fucking freckled toes sticking out of the fucking brown fucking leather
he
straps.
lives off of her. Yeah,
Yeah. Who knows what he's doing with his fucking ginger beard? He's getting AOC pussy.
uh,
Well, I guess he has to put up with her radical bullshit every
yeah.
day.
Mudami, he said that he wants to tax more white people. I was like,
Yeah,
what
he
the
wants to
fuck?
tax white neighborhoods, white people.
Yeah, I was like, what the
Yeah,
hell are you
no, that's
talking
coming.
about?
No, it's coming. You'll find out what he's talking about. It's
But
coming.
why target white neighborhood? What does that got to do
Because
with
in
it?
his view, because he's only been in this country, what, 7, 8 years? He immigrated here. In his view, the rich white people are the oppressors that are holding everybody back. It's their fault for
That's
crime. It's their
bullshit.
fault for high prices. It's their fault.
No, it's bullshit. Well, they
Yeah,
already made motions to deport him.
that ain't happening, bro.
Yeah,
I wish
well,
it should happen, but it ain't
it
gonna.
should happen. I know it's not going to happen because they're bringing up his past about the Hamas
Oh, hold on.
sympathizer. Yeah.
Yeah. Buick boy.
Hey,
Hey, mate.
Hey.
am I on?
Maybe.
Yes.
Oh, now I am. Hey, sorry, did I disappear?
You
Yes, you
tell did
did.
you disappear? What were you doing? How do you not know that
Kenny,
you disappeared? Oh, Kenny, yeah.
Kenny, Kenny was
Can you
giving
knock
me
on
a
the door?
beautiful service down the bottom there.
Gave you a nice service down on the bottom.
Yeah,
Pampered.
he was playing the flute.
Oh, nice.
Did he shine the chrome knob?
Yes, he did, and he played a nice tune on the flute.
Give you a nice tune up.
I tune up with a little. I tune up with a little twist.
This fucking guy. Uh,
Oh, fucking, I
you're a
feel
good
better.
sport.
Hey, that's better than antibiotics, mate. Oh,
Oh,
beautiful.
you're gonna need some antibiotics right now, boy. You're gonna need
Oh
some
man,
penicillin.
I'm alive again. I'm alive.
Just wait till the
Nothing
syphilis
better
starts
than
kicking in.
nothing
Yeah.
better than unloading, mate. Oh, fucking beautiful.
You sound better. You sound better.
tell
I
you
guess.
Need a
what.
little tune-up, yeah.
All credit to Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny did a good
Yeah.
job.
Blow
did
job
a
can do
good
wonders
job.
for you. Yeah.
He or she did a good job. Yeah. Oh dear. Hey, listen. I don't know if you into Carmen. You're into muscle cars, are you?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
All right, have a look at this. I don't know. I'll show you. This is my friend who's got this one. Make a big Gunsmoke.
He's
Right,
got a
let me-
Gran Torino.
Oh,
a
Gran Torino.
Yeah, really. Hang on, son. Hang on. Let me just.
Gran Torino.
All right, where are you?
Get off
Let me
my
see where you
lawn.
are. All right. Okay. So this is now. I bought my '57 Buick imported, but my friend, I don't know. Am I on there?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
see
yeah.
this?
Let's see. Hold
Almost.
on. Lower,
Go
lower.
back a little bit.
Yeah.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Hang
Nice.
on.
Wow.
Right,
Gangster.
yeah. Now that
Wow.
is wait
57
That-
Chevy? What is that?
'57 Buick.
Yeah.
Can
Buick.
you make it bigger for a second so the audience
That's-
can see?
That's as big as it's getting. Hold on, let me see.
All right.
Like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Now that is a 2-door '57 Buick.
What,
Yeah, like that. Now
what has
that
it got a
bloke cost, yeah.
That's badass.
454
And then
engine?
This is
That's mob
they
style.
came stock engines are 364.
Okay.
But
all right.
yeah, this bloke put a big block in there. It's
Big block.
454. Now mine, I'll show you mine.
You gotta put a Hellcat in there, man. Put a
Huh?
Hellcat engine in there.
Hang on, I'll show you mine now.
That was mob style though. I like that color tone, man. That was some
I mean,
gangster shit.
these are. Oh yeah, that color tone. I might be getting mine black and white. Mine's here, I'll show you. Mine's coming up. Hang on. Yeah, so he's the one who helped me get mine imported in Australia 11 years ago. I bought mine from a town called Goshen off an old lady near Middletown, Orange County. All right, this is mine. Can you see
Middletown, New York?
Lower
Yeah,
it, motherfucker. Low.
it?
No, there's nothing.
Oh,
Go down,
yeah.
go down,
Go down a
down,
little bit. I
down,
like that
Okay.
blue.
down.
Powder
A
blue.
little bit down more,
Down.
down more.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
perfect. Nice.
Wow.
All right,
That's
right.
gangster.
That's
man.
nice.
Yeah, that's mine.
I like that. It looks like the fucking Air Force One.
Yeah, no, the Australians always loved American cars, man.
Yeah, we love Americana.
Yeah, they do
Yeah,
drag racing because I used to watch. They used to do drag racing
yeah.
in Australia. They do a lot of drag racing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up, Dwayne.
With the big
Yeah,
blower, they put a big blower on it.
Yeah, but they're not in some states. They're legal. In my state, you can't have blowers. You got to have a special permit. It's called. You got to have it engineered for that type for street use. For drag, yes, no problem. But every day, on the road with every average Joe car, you got to have a special permit. But anyway.
They gotta send Mel Gibson back to do a Mad Max 3.
Yeah. The original Mad Max with that XA Ford, with the blow and everything.
Yeah.
That was filmed in South Australia, out back like 6 hours outside of my city near what they call Cooper Pedy. That was filmed. Yeah, that was filmed in my state.
Cooper Pedy, huh?
Yeah.
We'll
Now
show
this
you
is.
Pedy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
that movie went viral worldwide.
Yeah.
That movie.
Exactly. Yeah. Now this is all right.
Are you sure
Now,
you know
this
what
is
you're doing, Tony Buick?
Go
This
down,
is
go
an
down.
Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that a Camaro?
No, that's an Australian. Yeah, we call it like the Australian Camaro. That's called a HK Holden.
Okay.
HK Holden.
I like the color.
Yeah,
You
that's
like that
electric
metallic
blue.
blue? Oh, electric blue.
Electric blue. They call it electric blue.
Yeah.
And that's my friend in South Australia. He owns that.
You know how to
And I'll
drive
show
that,
you the
Tony?
engine. Huh?
You think you know how to drive that?
Oh yeah, I've driven racing engines. I'll show you mine that I sold. I haven't got this one. Look at the engine he's got.
Look at you, granny shifting, not double clutching like you should. You're
And
lucky that
look at
100
this.
shot of NOS didn't blow the welds off the intake. Now me and the mad scientist got to rip apart the block and replace the piston rings you fried.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Look at that.
that was from Fast and the Furious. You didn't see that movie, did you?
Wow.
You don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's
We
nice.
love our muscle cars there.
But you guys got straightaways to race.
Yeah. Here's
You got-
another
you-
angle. Here's another angle of mine.
Go down
that's-
a little bit. Go down.
Yeah,
There you
There we
go.
go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
me
that's
driving
nice.
it. That's me inside
Wow.
driving it.
That's you
Yeah.
inside driving it?
Yeah.
What is that, powder pink?
No, that's a salmon. Salmon?
Salmon?
And mint green on the bottom.
Nice.
So salmon, they call it salmon, salmon
That's
green.
pimping. Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're the colors I bought the car with, original colors, but the paint, it was painted when the old man in Goshen near Middletown, Orange County, I bought it with those colors, but I'm thinking of painting mine, saving a bit of money, black on top, but keeping the green on the bottom half.
You got to
But
keep
I'm
that
gonna-
green. You got to keep that green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. But can you imagine with black and that mint
That's
green?
going to look mean, yeah.
Yeah.
gonna look real mean.
I'm in the process of doing it, so I'll see what happens.
Nice.
And when, so
Shimmery.
hopefully by November I'll have it. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
What else I've got? I'll show you
Shimmery.
now. I'll show you my
That's
GTO.
Yeah.
I had a 1968 GTO Pontiac 2-door. I sold that because I needed to have money to fund my travels.
Oh,
I'm not. Yeah, so hang on, I'll find that somewhere.
it'd be fun in this goddamn show.
Yeah. Where is it? I've got it somewhere.
Catalytic converter boy. Shimmery, shimmery.
I'm surprised Australia they were into American cars, man.
Why not?
Yeah.
American
And
muscle.
you know who
American,
else?
nothing better
You
in
know
the world.
what? Yeah, you know what other part of the world loves American cars? Sweden and
Switzerland.
Scandinavia.
Lies.
Sweden.
Switzerland too.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they really
Switzerland.
do. They love American cars. They love importing them.
I thought they were driving Volvos and shit.
No,
No.
no.
And those
They
weird
love,
Russian
of
cars.
course. No.
Impreza.
Yeah. Now, when I'm saying they love American cars, they're like hobby, like weekend cruisers. They still have their everyday cars, just like me. I've got a black Mazda 2018 model. That's our everyday car. The Buicks and the Camaros, they're like weekend cruisers. You don't drive them every day.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, they're like once a month. You take it out, uncover it, and all. Yeah, weekend cruisers.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, let me see what I can find here. My GTO. I'm scrolling around.
Ask Tony if he knows the Swedish Saab. Oh, look at that. What is that, a Gran Torino?
No,
That's a
that's a 1968 GTO Pontiac.
Whoa, hold on. Don't move. I love that car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold
That
that
would look mean in black.
Oh my God, I love that car.
I sold.
You
that
don't got
for
a picture from the front?
80 grand?
Yeah, hang on. Let me look. I gotta look them up. I got.
You
two
sold that for
phones
80
here.
grand?
I gotta look at. Okay, there's the front.
Oh yeah, see, that's mean, bro. That's a mean car.
Yo,
Yeah.
get the black Thunderbird on that shit on the fucking hood. You know that black.
Yeah.
No, that's
And
Trans Am.
I had a. Now in
Whatever.
this car.
Looks like a Trans Am.
Yeah, GTO 1968.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome.
I had a 454 racing engine. It used to do
Wow.
10 seconds. 10 seconds on the mile.
10-second car?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
my
had a
friend.
10-second car?
Yeah.
My friend
in
had
the
a
drags. In the drags.
my friend had a 1979 Chevelle SS with the 454 4-speed manual,
Yeah.
original black with the two white stripes from the trunk to the
To the
roof to
hood.
the hood, and he
Yeah.
had he restored everything, and he kept it original. And he
Nice.
was getting divorced with his wife, and he sold it. They paid him $80,000 for that car.
Wow.
Yeah,
Look at that.
that's beautiful.
Look at all that
That
trunk
Yeah,
space for the bodies.
that's a beautiful
yeah,
car.
Yeah.
That's a
yeah.
beautiful car. Oh my
That's
god.
when people were doing hits back then. You put them in the trunk.
No, those are Cadillacs.
No, but that's a big trunk. Look at that trunk.
Yeah. But
Big enough to put somebody in the back there. Nowadays, you can't even have a fucking trunk. You ain't got shit, boy.
you better can put your
You,
groceries.
you got a flat screen. That's what you
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
Wait, I've got a picture somewhere with me in it. Let me see where it is. All right, wait, hang on.
Do you know what Saab actually? You know what Saab
All
Saab
right, hang on.
stands for? Fuck it.
Can you see that?
Who's that?
Wow.
Chuck Zito?
That's me.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
you.
see it. Yeah.
Look like
That's
Chuck Zito
Tony Buick.
in a Pontiac.
Yeah. I had that car for 3 years, but the wife was going bananas. She said, listen, we had 4 cars at the time. Hang on. She had her own car. I had my Mazda. She had a Hyundai. And then we had the 57 Buick, and we had this. And this was so loud. Every time I started that up in the house
You
would
go whoa
shake.
Your fucking neighbors must
Yeah.
hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It does
house
that
would
rumble.
shake.
It does that rumbling sound.
Yeah, I mean, when you get a 454 fully worked race engine,
Yeah.
she used to say, if you're going to start it up this Saturday morning, let me know. I want to leave. I want to go shopping. I had to give her notice. No bullshit.
Yeah, she don't want to
I
hear
had
that.
to-
You know
yeah,
what
it's
type
so
of miserable
loud,
life
so
that is to have
loud.
to hear that every fucking
Yeah.
day.
It used to make her panic. She used to say, "Oh, I don't want to be around so loud." And so I had it for 3 years, and I had to sell it. So I needed the money plus two muscle cars was too much. So I kept the one I really love is the 57 Buick, because you can't find that type of body styling.
Is that
on a
picture
50
backwards? Is
This
it
one.
reversed? Yeah.
No, it's supposed to be right-hand drive. It was right-hand drive. That's I don't know, maybe it's coming backwards on you, but
It looks like
the
it
steering.
looks like you did a selfie that it came backwards. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but my daughter took this picture.
Because that's like, it looks like you're driving from the passenger seat, like they do with
No,
the.
the car. Good question. The car was actually right-hand drive converted. My Buick is left-hand drive, but because I never did anything when I imported it, I left that as it was. But this car was in Australia for 40 years, and the previous owner had converted it to right-hand
Son of a
drive.
bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, so this was a right-hand drive car. Yeah.
How
So
do you
that's
drive in
why I
Australia,
look
though?
in the
Do you drive the same in Australia as you do in England?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah?
We're a right-hand driving
Motherfucker.
nation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
don't,
you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. They drive on the wrong side.
Fuck.
Yeah.
They probably say the
Exactly.
same thing to us.
Yeah, but no, we're doing it the right way, right?
Exactly.
No, we do it the right way.
Exactly, mate. So, all right, here. What have I got here? Hang on. Right.
So you used to drag race and shit back in the day, Tony?
Oh, yeah. Well, I never used to go to drags and race it. No, I never
No?
did that. I just owned it for 3 years, and I just street driving it, cruising it. But I wasn't into the dragging, no.
Ever?
But I bought it with all the paperwork, and the owner gave me all the paperwork where it had been in drags and that, which I wasn't really interested in. But yeah, it was a real mean car.
That's a mean
mean.
bitch, yeah.
Yeah, so mean. I got rid of it because it was upsetting the family. They didn't like it.
And your neighbors too. Your neighbors.
Yeah,
Think about your
yeah,
neighbors.
yeah.
You could get killed over that shit.
It did. Even
People
though
don't want to hear
our
that
mate,
shit every fucking
yeah,
morning.
even though yeah,
I don't want to hear
even
that
though our
fucking shit.
neighbor was yeah,
We
yeah.
used to have an asshole on the block over here with that shit. His bullshit Camaro. He chopped off the fucking muffler so it sounds like a badass car. Some bullshit 2013 fucking Camaro.
Who's this asshole?
I can't see. It looks like Jesus.
No, we see white. Tilt the phone a little
It's
bit. Tilt
glowing
it.
like Jesus.
Yeah,
Ah,
tilt it forward.
Is that
No,
Ken?
tilt it.
That's Ken.
Go back a little bit.
Oh,
oh,
there we
hang
go.
on.
There you go.
Oh, there he is.
Hold on. You had it. You had it for a
It
minute.
looks like a terrorist from Turkmenistan. Hold on.
Is it clear there?
No.
No,
Put,
no, you had it for a second.
you
What
had it for a
about
No,
second.
there?
it's getting better.
No.
It's getting better.
Pull it back.
Pull it back. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, it looks like Bashir al-Assad.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. What else before I let you go?
Look like one of those
I was gonna,
posters in
hey,
Syria.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
this is what I wanted to. Whatever happened to Big Sal, Gunsmoke? Remember Big Sal that
People
came
keep
on?
asking about him. I don't know what happened to
Yeah,
the guy.
I remember him fondly because he was on the first show I ever came up on your panel. Big
Yeah.
Sal.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
came on a couple of times, a few
he
times.
came
I don't
on there.
know.
Whatever happened to him? Maybe. And I remember his story was he was off. He was in recovery, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I hope he's doing well.
For at least
Big
a few months.
shout
Yeah.
out to Big Sal. Hope you're doing well, mate.
Yeah, wherever he is, man. I don't know. People have been
Yeah.
asking about him. I don't know where he is. He hasn't popped
Yeah.
up in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I gave him a wrench, so he can't be blocked. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
I hope he's all right.
Yeah. What else I got? Yeah. I'm just scrolling.
Any
Yeah.
motorcycles?
No, I was never a motorcycle guy, Carmen. Never. I was more. I love my muscle cars. That's about it. If you're gonna pick a hobby, stick to one. I reckon.
Yeah.
So, what's your hobby, Tony Buick? Collecting sports cars? American
Well,
Muscle?
I'm only down to one now, and I like breeding canaries.
Breeding canaries. Yeah,
Yeah,
you like yellow
I know,
too.
It's a bit weird. Well, this is right. Well, this is. I'll show you. I'm in a canary club. All right.
Well, you
let's see
bowling?
here.
Is that you bowling?
Can you see it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see it. Yeah, you're bowling
Is
and
it
shopping.
clear?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
clear.
clear?
That's clear
Yeah.
as it's ever gonna
Okay,
get.
that's my. That's a show. Look, they're the birds we display once a year. We got a club meeting one day every month,
Yeah.
and then once a year we put a show. It's called a show, and where everyone picks their best 3 canaries, and you display them, and you can win an award or first.
They're alive?
Place. Huh?
Those
They're
are alive?
Yeah. Look.
Yeah.
In a glass case, they put the birds?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. And what are they cooking them now? They're eating them? What are these
No,
people doing?
that's our club meeting.
Oh.
That's once every month. People bring the snacks. That's our
I didn't
club
see any
meeting.
food out for the birds. The birds don't get to
Hey,
eat them, huh?
Yeah, hang on.
So you guys you like birds?
Yeah, canaries only.
When I was a kid, we used to
Canaries
catch
only.
we used to get the birds out of the nest and we used to raise them.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
And you know
Yeah?
the little you know a little bird called a finch?
Yeah. Little
Yeah,
finches.
finch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the finch. They had a type of finch that made a nest in grapevines, and that
Oh,
one
yeah.
and they were half canary and a half finch.
Yeah.
They were half
And
yellow.
you raised
Yeah.
them, huh? So those birds loved you?
Yeah, well, no, you raise them. You take them and then
Yeah.
you feed them, corn, water and
Cornmeal, shit.
flour. Yeah,
Yeah. Big
so,
birds.
yeah. Then you let them go. You have them for a while. Then you let
Oh,
them
you
go.
let them go? You set
Yeah,
them free.
yeah.
You know, you didn't
Yeah.
keep one? Keep one as prisoner? No?
We kept the male ones because the male
Yeah.
ones are the ones that sing.
Yeah, yeah.
The females we let them go right away.
Make him sing songs till the end of his
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sal needs a hobby. Make this show your hobby. Make this show your hobby.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh.
Hang on, yeah. So
Oh yeah, Dwayne
yeah.
hates birds. Dwayne likes to kill innocent little ducklings and shit. What you sipping on, white wine and shit with Ken?
No, that's cold. That's what's keeping me. That's what's keeping me well. Just
It's yellow
cool
water.
water.
No,
Cool
no.
water.
Maybe that's your problem. You think it's cool water. Have you
Is that
tested that water?
tap water or bottled water?
No, bottled water, of
Oh,
course. You never drink from the taps. Never. Not in these
oh, you
type of
might be good.
countries.
Okay, yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I don't drink from this country.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You never drink from the taps, man. Not in
Uh,
this type of country, no.
tap drinking boy.
What else I got here?
Yeah, show us something
Um,
good, man. Show us you at the
yeah.
amusement park on a roller coaster or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hang on.
yeah.
What else I got here?
Are you drunk? Yeah.
you ever been to England, Tony?
No,
Oh,
I haven't been to Britain. No, it's
no.
on the cards.
Wow.
Hopefully,
Who
it's on the cards.
is that? A
Who's
poor
who's that
Malaysian
next to you?
fast food employee.
No, yeah, it's my sister-in-law.
Oh, my
Oh,
bad.
okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. What else I got here? Oh yeah, hang on.
Breeding
What?
canaries, are we?
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
a look at this car. Have a look at this car here. It's another
Go down. Go
HK
down.
Monaro.
No, go down. Go
Lower,
down,
lower.
Tony.
All
Tony,
right.
go. Yeah, there you go. What
Now
is that?
a little bit towards your right or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
towards
the
your
other
left.
way.
Towards your left. The other way.
The other way.
MashaAllah. The other way. The other way. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, there
perfect.
you go. There you go.
What was that?
Yeah,
Purple?
that's a candy apple
Candy
color.
apple.
Yeah. It just that's a beautiful car as well.
That's an
What else I
expensive
got
paint
here?
job, huh? You got candy paint, swangers on the
Yeah,
slab.
they love those cars there, mate. Yeah, and of course, 57 Chevy Bel Air, the two-door types are they're in big demand in Australia. Big demand. They
Really?
go for big. Yeah, they go for big money. Hang on. What about this one? Can you? Let me put the volume up.
That's a big ass car. You know?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's my car on the with my friend Big Stan. His name's Big Stan.
Big stand.
Yeah,
Looks like Moses.
yeah, yeah,
They putting fucking NOS in your car or something? Got some
yeah.
NOS in there?
We'll get in the service new exhaust pipes.
Nice. X
Yeah,
pipes.
yeah, exhaust pipes under there.
It's got cats.
Stainless steel exhaust pipes.
Nice.
The-
Yeah.
What is
you
that? A
guys don't.
V12?
Huh?
You guys don't run straight pipes.
What was that? Sorry.
You guys don't run straight pipes.
No, you got to go through this type of. They replaced the whole system. I had the old one, but they were rusting out. The old exhaust pipes
No, no,
were
no.
rusting.
A lot of Americans over here they delete the muffler and they put a straight pipe.
Oh yeah, no. Well, if we get pulled, see, my state is unusual. If you get pulled over by the cops, what they do is they quick do a run by, and if you haven't got everything street legal, they call it street legal. You get a
Wow.
defect. In other words, they put a sticker, and you're not allowed to drive it until you
Oh,
go through inspections,
oh,
Wow.
fuck
and
you.
it's a real big hassle.
Sticker.
Like California. Yeah.
Yeah, let me show you another maybe angle of this.
Yeah, that's a big ass car.
Look at those tires, man.
Yeah, oh
Motherfucker
yeah.
It,
got
it
racing
reminds
tires in
me.
that
It
shit.
reminds me of the Batmobile. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 10-inch rim with 11-inch tire at the back.
That is the
That,
Batmobile in all black.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
look at the
Is it
chrome.
the
Look at that.
60s?
Look at the chrome, man.
Yeah. Sitting on chrome, boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's only if that car was all black, that would be like the Batmobile. You know?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to do it as we speak. I've 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 booked it in for a paint
Yeah.
job up the top. Let's see by November.
Turn it black. And then
Yeah,
if you get tired of the fucking mint fucking color, whatever that shit is, powdered
Yeah.
fucking turquoise, whatever.
Yeah.
You could always put mustard yellow or some shit, make it like the Batmobile or some shit, boy.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to hear about the canary sex. You're not planning on fucking these chickens now, are you?
No, I've got little canaries. Like
Yeah.
the small. They're the
You
ones
don't
that
fuck 'em,
sing.
right?
They're the ones
Yeah.
that sing beautiful songs.
Yes. The male
That's why I
one.
like them.
The male
Especially,
one.
yeah, the males. Yeah, the males only sing.
Yeah.
The hens only tweet.
How long they singing for? Sunrise
Oh, they
until
could
what?
go. They could go for like 3 minutes non-stop. Some of them, not all,
Yeah.
but
No, they got a
some.
bird around here. He's singing all fucking night. Like, yo, bro, it's time to go to sleep.
You,
What
you
the
know,
fuck?
in
Well,
Italy, there's a bird that looks like a robin. I don't know if you. It's got a
Yeah,
belly
bro.
that's orange,
Yeah.
yeah,
and they sing. The male sing. Oh my God! When it sings early in the morning, and
yeah.
it sings when it's dawn. Yeah.
Look at that.
Wow.
Little
Look at that.
Pontiac.
That's
That's
a HQ Monaro.
What the fuck is a HQ Monaro?
HQ, H and Q. Yeah,
That's the
they're
company?
Australian brands. They're what we called Australian types of copies of
Oh, that's an
American
American
muscle.
knockoff.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks
But
like it looks like either a 454 Oldsmobile or a Chevelle. That's what it
yeah.
looks like.
But they're General Motors brand name. This is a American General Motors. Would you believe it? Holden is just a little what we call a franchise of the General Motors brand. They were brought to Australia. General Motors was and Ford. They had car plants, and they used to manufacture cars.
Cars.
But we used to, but we had our own brands of General Motors. In other words, a bit like an American Burger King, like here in the Philippines, it's still an American franchise, but they've got their own type of food on the menu. So
Son of
that's
a
what
bitch.
these were. These were Australian designed cars, but under the General Motors umbrella. Yeah, mother company. Yeah,
Son of a bitch.
yeah.
You
And the
believe this
Monaro,
shit?
but car manufacturing's finished in Australia now, no more.
That's
They
right. You gotta
became
buy
too
from America.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they became too expensive for salaries. Now they've shipped over the factories to Thailand or Cambodia, places
Oh, look
like
at that
that.
shit.
So
Yeah.
so every car in those shows are imported then.
Yeah, yeah. And the other reason why is because Australians love Japanese or Asian cars, Korean Hyundais, Kia,
They're called Hyundai.
Toyotas, Subarus, and
Oh,
the
you love the
Australian,
Subaru, boy.
yeah, the Australian-made cars weren't selling as much, and they closed it down. You can ask Dwayne for that; he'll back up the story. Yeah,
But you can't have no Hellcats and Trackhawks out there, right?
No.
yeah. Right, there's there you can see my.
Nice. Is this
There's
the
my
Australian
lounge
lifestyle?
rooms,
Yeah.
lounge room / kitchen.
Nice.
Oh.
Show us the basement now.
No, there's no basements there. We don't have
No?
that stuff. No. I mean, some houses are built where they can have it, but no.
So there's
Not
no
our-
bodies
not
down
our-
there.
Yeah, not ours though.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, now I'll show you. There's all my books.
Uh-oh. This
This
is
is
where
a
you learned all the
spare room.
Iranian and
Look,
Russian propaganda?
No, that's good old stuff. Look at that. It's a spare room. I've got about 500 books. Now you know where I get my knowledge. And I've got old rare books as well. You know?
You have a very skewed view.
That's good.
Pro-Russian, pro-Iranian.
Well, not really. No, not pro-Iranian, no. I might be a bit, I got a soft side for Russian, but not Iranian. I just give them the insight of don't think they're to blame only. Israel loves picking a fight with Iran, but because it wants America to do its fighting for it. Don't you
Right.
feel like don't you feel like sometimes
Well,
yous are dying in Middle East wars because of Israel wants you to?
That's the
right,
one talking point
but
where I
a
can't.
lot of,
You know.
but
Yeah.
okay, Iran's been trying to kill all the Israelis for a long time. Not because they're only Jews, but they're the middle guy between Iran and the U.S. And actually, because of their our allies, Iran attacks Israel constantly. But Israel can handle their own weight, you know.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, of course.
yeah. They can handle
Uh,
their own weight. You know, they're not. They got balls. I gotta give it to them. You know?
yeah, but I'm definitely not pro-Iran. I hate Islamic dictatorships and those
Yes.
type. But I'm just saying, as a devil's advocate, you can't see just things one way. You got to ask why. Why? We'll put it this way. I'll answer your question, Gunsmoke. Do you know there was an Iranian government which you like that they all wore Western clothes.
Yeah.
They didn't have
When the king
Under
was
the
in,
Shah, the Shah
yeah,
of
no
the
no
Iran
Shah
no no no
in the
in
70s.
1950
in the
90
'70s.
no listen in 90 this is before the Shah Pahlavi. Yeah, he came in, but 1953, Google the information.
Fucking Google
1953
boy.
they had Mossadegh, Prime Minister Mossadegh, and Iran was dressing in Western clothes, and all they wanted to do was they wanted
Oh,
to have a fair share of the oil industry, because up until that time America and Britain owned 70% of the share of the money
oh.
revenue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what happened was because Mossadegh, the prime minister, he wanted to nationalize the oil industry. In other words, to put it,
Yeah.
so it could be wholly owned by Iran. And what happened?
Oh,
Kermit, what happened? The famous grandson of Teddy Roosevelt, his name was
nice.
Kermit Roosevelt.
Kermit.
Kermit.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kermit Roosevelt was a CIA operative, and he was sent there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sent there by the embassy with, I think it was like 5 briefcases full of American dollars. We're talking a few million at the time, and he started handing it out to people on the shady end of town, a bit like the mafia groups of Tehran. A bit like going and handing out money to New York mafia families in the 50s for them to start doing trouble against the New York governor. A bit like that, right?
You mean a
And
Right.
jihad?
that's how they pulled off a coup and
Yeah.
overthrew the democratically Western type of dressed Mossadegh. And who did they put him in? They put him in with the king. Okay, so the king was again Westerner, but he was nothing more than a CIA puppet that lasted for 25 years until 1979. And some of the Iranians say that royal family and his was nothing more that they were living well, but not the rest of the country. But anyway,
Motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like any other king. Yeah.
yeah. Any other tin pot dictatorship,
Yeah.
they live like kings while the people suffer. And 75% of the oil revenue was going to Britain and to America. So you can understand in a way why they became religiously fanatics later, because the seeds were sown by the silly short-sightedness of the CIA. If the CIA thought long term and sort of like gave a fair share to say 50-50, okay, let's go 50-50 instead of 75-25. 75% for me in Britain and 25% for you. But no, they wanted to have it all their own way. And then what happens? You get worse than you planned for. And they end up getting those
They
stupid
got
religious.
greedy.
Yeah, they got greedy. And in the end, it backfires because, the religious Islamic fundamentalists took over. They overthrew the Shah in 1979, and then now they've been in there for 50 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway,
Allah.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
also you had the same thing with the banana. Remember that where was it, in Guatemala or Ecuador, about the banana wars?
El Salvador.
El Salvador. Remember there was some guy and they overthrew American government because they wanted America wanted to have its bananas coming import. Yeah, it was something
Yeah,
like that.
but the CIA was involved with the El Salvador um,
Yeah,
government, and they were fighting the local militias that was going against the government, and the government was killing civilians, so they had their
yeah,
own civil war, and then they
yeah.
had Iran Contra weapons that they were bringing
I
weapons of Nicaragua,
yeah, but
but
that was
the guns were going to Iran. It was weird with Oliver North, you know.
yeah. I know which one you're talking about, Carmen. That was the 80s under Reagan. I'm
Yeah,
talking. I'm thinking about the one. It was in the 50s where it was about the Chiquita Banana Company. It was called Chiquita
Chiquita
Banana
is
Company.
it's either Bolivia or Ecuador.
Yeah, I think one of those countries, well, I think it was in the 50s or the 60s, where they overthrew, literally your CIA overthrew a democratically elected government because they just wanted to have control of their banana industry. But because it was owned, I think, by Americans at the time, American companies called the Chiquita Banana Company, all of a sudden, you just went and
Chiquita
pulled,
banana?
yeah, Chiquita
Yeah,
Banana. Look it
yeah.
up, someone.
It's
Someone
it's
smart.
either
Maybe comment.
Getting fucking
It's either Bolivia or Ecuador because that's where the
Yeah, one
Chiquita.
of those. I
Yeah,
reckon.
edible fruits
Yeah.
pussy? Eating
So
pussy? Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I'll get off and let you
No, where the fuck you
talk
going?
now.
No.
Hey,
yeah.
when
I'm
are you
gonna
gonna have
go.
your friend?
Oh,
It's
When are you
motherfuckers is
gonna have
leaving?
your friend Howie come on again?
He usually shows up like once a week. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh
That's a
well,
good
I'll be.
question.
Yeah. I didn't.
How
I didn't.
how
I
was getting some hot tooth tonight, you know? So
somewhat.
Some what? He wants what you just
I
had
don't think
earlier from Ken.
Tony Buick knows what that means.
He just had it
What
from
is
Ken.
it?
What Ken
No,
just did.
there was a girl they interviewed, and they asked her, what do you do to make a man happy? And she goes, she goes, hot too, like spit on the penis and give him a blowjob. So
Ah.
so
Oh, so
Howie's
you
probably
mean?
getting a
Oh yeah.
blowjob tonight.
Maybe we'll ask him. Does he want me to send over Kenny?
Oh Jesus.
No, 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 no,
No, no,
no.
please,
He'll
no.
get mad. He'll get mad.
Yeah, you'll die.
Like Kenny.
He'll
I
come
mean,
over and put a nice stick in your eye.
oh, that's all right. Well,
And
he's
you
got
won't
a.
see
There's
it
always
coming.
a first. There's always a first to try. First time you try it.
And a last time, actually. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
always a first and a last time.
Hey, but I didn't know he I didn't know. Well, I haven't listened much. I didn't hear all of it. I was asleep on the boat. What happened? Did he wear a
Huh?
what? What happened? Did he do a bit of time?
Yeah, he did time.
How many years?
I don't know. I know he was involved with the Gambinos.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but
me too.
his name sounds Spanish or Portuguese to
Yes,
me.
yes.
Doesn't sound Italian.
No, no, no. He's Puerto Rican.
How dare you?
Puerto Rican or Portuguese?
Puerto
Or
Rican.
one or the other. Yeah.
Well, you can't. Well, hang on, Carmen. Puerto Rican and Portuguese is a completely opposite. One is a
Yes,
European. One is
yes.
a European
Yes.
I
people.
don't think Howie knows what he is.
What?
But
Yeah.
yeah, because
Well,
remember, Gunsmoke. Remember, he said like his DNA came back that he's
Oh yeah. I don't know.
yeah, but
yeah.
he recognized himself as Puerto Rican. So
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll
yeah,
have to listen out on the next on the next episode of
Ask him.
Howie.
Yeah, next time you see him, ask. Get
No,
on.
I wouldn't
No,
go
he
on the
won't get mad
panel when
with that.
Howie's on.
No, yeah, he won't get mad with that.
No, he can hold a conversation on his own. He doesn't need anyone on the panel
No,
with him.
no,
Unless,
he's a tough guy, bro. He's a tough
yeah,
guy.
yeah, that's the type of bloke you don't step on his toes when he's telling a few life stories. He doesn't need anyone on there. Yeah, no. I just like to sit back and listen. I'll listen more next time. Yeah, but like I said, it's no shame if you're gonna wear a wire. I don't know. Is he considered the rat over there? No,
He's considered what?
a rat. What you call
Yeah,
a
well,
rat?
he testified. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't look at it that way. I look at it, every
Well, that
man
was
for
his.
himself. Every
Yeah, but
man
he
for
was
himself.
no, but I believe he was facing some other charges, and I guess
Well, he did the right
serious.
thing. If you, human nature, I said it, mate. If you're gonna, what's it called?
Well, that was
Every
his
man,
way out. That was his
yeah.
way out.
It's
Yeah.
it's called every man for himself. When
Yeah.
the cookie jar falls on the floor and it shatters into 100 pieces, don't
It to,
expect anyone to be there for you. No way. It's every
to,
man for himself.
yeah, Tony. I grew up in and around that life.
Yeah,
When you go to jail, they forget about you.
of course they do.
Yeah, they don't. They're not gonna help you.
No,
Nobody cares. They're not gonna pay for your lawyer. You're on your own.
especially if you're
Years
gonna.
ago was
Yeah,
different. Years ago was
yeah,
different.
yeah. Especially if you're facing more than 15 years onwards. Forget it.
Yeah.
Cut a deal as early as you can. The earlier, the better.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
The
that's the
best
reason
deals.
why. That's the
Yeah,
reason why they do it.
yeah, yeah.
Are
And
you gonna?
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I just want to make you understand. I was an associate, right?
Yeah.
Howie was an associate.
Hang
Now,
on,
if
Carmen. You look like butter wouldn't melt in your mouth, my son.
what?
I think he's flirting with you there.
uh,
So, in
so
your
what I'm
opinion,
saying is,
yeah,
if you're a captain, right? Let's say you're a
Yeah,
captain. I'm just making this up. You got all these rackets coming in. They'll do 10 years, 10, 15 years. They don't care because they got the money coming in. When they
yeah,
come out, they got money. When you're an associate, you're just an associate of the family. You go in, you got nothing. You come out having nothing. You understand?
exactly,
When you come out, you're broke.
exactly,
But when you're a
exactly.
captain, a boss, a street boss, they got got money coming in. They send envelopes to the family, to your wife or whatever, and the
Yeah,
record's still coming in. So
yeah,
now you got like guys that they didn't talk and they got their rackets taken away from the family. They didn't
yeah,
provide no lawyers. They took their rackets away. And what happened? They testified. And then
yeah,
some people got the balls to call him, oh, you're a fucking rat, you're a fucking rat. But you've got to understand, those people weren't helping him. They took away his money, his income,
yeah.
and on top of that, they're not help. What are you gonna do? You're gonna do 20 years for a guy that when he gets out,
Exactly.
he's got to have millions of dollars, and when you come out, you be fucking broke. So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
and that's the difference, and that's the
Yeah,
difference. That's why people
yeah,
rat is not because some guys can do 10 years.
yeah,
They'll
yeah.
do 10
And
years and they'll
and
have like $4 or $5 million waiting for them.
yeah, yeah. And the funny thing is, most of the what we call average Joe or Sally who says, "Oh, you're a rat," they're the first who would have, if they were caught in that jam, they'd be the first to take a deal.
I agree with you 100%.
Everyone's a big mouth. Everyone's a big mouth until it happens to them. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's a big mouth until they're faced with the same situation. And
The,
99.9%, they'll be screaming for a quick deal as soon as possible.
yes.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's why I say,
if it's like a 5 year sentence, they'll do it, heads
do
down.
it
But when you got a
with
20, 30 year
exactly.
bid, you're not gonna
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
don't want to be in
No,
there.
Yeah, I said it before on Gunsmoke Show. I think it was on the last one. If you're gonna do, if you're sent to, if you're facing 5, 6, 7 years, yeah, do it. You know, just keep your nose clean, and you should be all right. But if I'm saying if it's more than 15 years or even 10, really, because 10 years is a big slice out of your life, especially, But yeah,
Right.
cut a
But
deal.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like Howie's stature, the level he was. Like I said, he was just an associate.
Yeah,
He
I don't
was
know
with the
about.
big guy. He was with this guy called Jojo Carrazzo. He was a big
Yeah,
guy. He was a big earner. He was one of the top guys in the Gambino family. But when what you got to do? Time for that guy, and when you come out, you got nothing.
of
It
course.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's all
Well, it's a
bullshit.
bit. It's like in the biker world, you got the top level, and then you got the prospects. The
Yeah, yeah,
prospects are the
yeah,
young guys. They're the ones who are ones who when there's a biker war, they're the ones who are sent out to put the car bombs, or
yes,
to
yeah.
get 20 people with run into a bar to
Beat
with
up somebody.
chains,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, rough up somebody. It's like any organization. The newcomers on the bottom have to do what they call the shit, the you know the tough work.
yeah,
And if they happen to be when the ship hits the fan and they're still in the bottom, they're the ones who, yeah, no one's gonna help you out.
yeah.
They might piss in your ear and say, yeah, we'll be
Say,
there for you. Go on, Tony Buick, do your 10, 15 years. We'll be
yeah.
there for you. Bullshit. Yeah.
Well, the guy that testified against John Gotti, Angel's father, Samuel Borgarbano,
Yeah.
he was facing long term, probably life sentence.
Yeah. And he
He made a
wasn't an
deal,
associate.
right?
He
He
wasn't
made
even, he
a
was high up
deal.
himself,
Yeah,
apparently.
he was the underboss.
Yeah.
John Gotti
Yeah.
was the
There you
boss.
go.
He was the underboss. He made
Yeah.
a deal with the government. I think he got like $10 million of his own money. I don't know how many years he did in jail. And then he moved out to Arizona. And I don't know how
Yeah.
much, where all that money went to, but he blew the money and then he got into what was that Gunsmoke, the drug?
What drug?
Somebody bull got caught.
Oh, the ecstasy shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he got a lifetime deal, and then he had to get into the ecstasy bullshit
Yeah.
with his family selling drugs, and then he did more time than he did with testing the fight
Yeah.
against John Gotti. So
Yeah. Yeah.
John
Yeah.
Gotti, like you cannot take that away from Angel's father. He was a stand-up guy. He died to the end
Oh,
like a
they're
man.
rare. They're rare. Him and
Yeah,
oh, who was it? I think it was on
Another
your
one.
show, Gunsmate. You were saying Joey Molina. I said Joey Molina and John Gotti Senior. They're rare. They're the 5%. They go. They
Joey
never
Merlino,
talk.
right? Joey Merlino, they put him through torture
Yeah, now
because
Gunsmate.
his father at one time was the underboss of the Philadelphia Mafia, and they've been after him. He never opened his mouth. He did most of his time in jail,
Yeah, but John
his
would have never
entire
done
life.
a fucking YouTube channel
Yeah,
with little snuff. He would have never done
yeah,
that.
Hey,
yeah. Well,
yeah, Gunsmate. The last time you said Joey Molina wasn't facing, you said he did 2 years here, 5 years there. No, he was
no,
facing the death penalty, man. He was
yes,
facing
yeah,
the death penalty a couple of times,
yeah,
but he had great lawyers that proved against those witnesses that he wasn't even there at a
yes,
particular charge
yeah.
that
Yeah,
they
he
But
was
called him
some
never
out.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tony
there was
Buick,
one. Yeah,
sometimes the FBI wants you to testify against a person claiming you were a witness, but you were never there, just to
yeah,
nail that guy to put him in jail. So they'll set him
exactly.
up with another rat to 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 just to put that guy in jail, and that guy was never involved. You understand? So it's
Yeah,
like a make-up story that he's a witness to this murder. He's a witness to this. So
yeah. And there was
they do.
one where,
Mm.
sorry, Guns, mate, you go. Sorry.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, there was one. There was one story I heard Joey Molino say is they were ready to nail him for a, but there was something where I think it was a house somewhere where that a Chinese family he was supposed to be at a house where someone got murdered or something happened, and what happened was lucky his lawyer dug up the house, and on the date that this witness had testified, it was already sold to a Chinese family, so he
Oh,
couldn't
no,
even
no,
nail
no.
it.
That was his grandmother's house.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
That was his grandmother's house. Yeah.
Say the story, Carmen. Say it. I forgot how it went.
Yeah, no, no, you said it right. But when they went to go investigate, they didn't even own the house anymore. It was sold years ago to a Chinese family. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. He had
Yeah.
nothing to
So
do with that. Yeah,
yeah. So because I remember Gunsmoke said about a week ago, oh, Joey Molina wasn't facing more than 2 here or 5 there.
You
No,
motherfucker.
he had. Yeah, he did 11 years. Was his What you mean?
He did a 10-year
Smokey?
stretch, whatever.
Yeah, he
yeah,
did 11-year stretch was his highest stretch, 11 years. But that doesn't mean he just because he didn't do a 30-year or 25-year, he was nailed for a couple of death sentences. But he got
yes,
out of them because the witnesses were caught lying. Yeah.
yes.
So yeah, but like you said, him and John Gotti Sr. are unusual characters. You don't find those type of men anymore.
No, no.
Who go, they keep their mouth shut to the end. And in fact, they welcome death in the end. They don't care.
Yeah.
But
Well, John Gotti accepted his fate.
yeah, he did. He more or less welcomed death. Well, I'd
Yeah,
rather,
yeah.
the sooner the better, rather than finishing life in
You 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 got on the.
being 92 and still there.
I
What's the
don't
point
know.
of?
I don't know how many siblings they had, like brothers and sisters. They had Richard, Vince, Gene, Peter, John Gotti, and they had another brother that was not in the mob. He went to California, had a restaurant. But
Well, he was
they
probably,
they grew up poor. They grew up poor.
yeah. I think Angel, and she doesn't mind me saying this because she said that there was 13 of them. That
Yes. Yeah,
grandfather
yeah.
Gotti and grandmother Gotti had 13 children. Can you
Y-
believe that?
Yeah, they didn't have no TV. That's what happens when you don't got TV.
Yeah, yeah, true,
They
true.
get busy in the bedroom. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The grandfather Gotti must have been a plumber. He laid pipe all day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
I
I don't know
love
them
you,
all, but
Angel. I love you, my love.
yeah, I think one uncle, one of her uncle, he was in the restaurant business,
Yeah, he
and he
probably
moved out
did
to
well.
California. Yeah, he ran
Yeah,
away from the family. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, guys, lovely
Yeah.
talking to you. I feel a bit better.
Son of a
You
Uh,
bitch.
see, it's good.
uh,
It's good to talk. See,
yeah,
it
yeah.
keeps your mind off
It's
the sickness.
lifted my spirits up. Let me just say, Kenny, when are you going to give me the next? Oh, a bit later. Okay, okay,
You
Kenny.
should
Right,
you
I'll
should
be
take
with.
another
Uh,
you should take another
I'll,
steamy shower.
yeah.
Yeah.
Kenny, are you going to join me in the shower? Oh yes. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
boys.
Shit.
Ta-ta
Ta
and
ta.
farewell.
Yeah.
Later, Tony.
All right, let me go. Yeah,
Ta
it's
ta.
past 4 o'clock in the morning here.
Yeah, man. All right.
It's
Yeah,
almost five, actually.
we got Sunday service coming up too.
Yeah. You got to wake up in what, in 3, 4 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, Smoke.
Thank you, Carmine.
All right, no problem.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
My man.
Take care.
Good
Take
talk.
care, everyone. Ciao.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao. Yeah. I didn't realize it was so late. Ta ta. Yeah. Ta-ta, motherfucker. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Carmine, Tony Buick, for coming on the show tonight. Oh, you think so, Dwayne? Whatever gave you that bright idea? Shouts to Dwayne. McGilla Gorilla Boy. Shouts to DL for supporting the channel tonight, damn it. Shouts to BB, Vito Calzone. Yeah, freaking weird. Definitely, yeah. Shit. All right, guys. Well, yeah, we're going to be live Sunday service, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. You guys tune in. Get right with the Lord. Praise Jesus. And yeah, hopefully we'll have some more guests on. All right. So take a little snooze and make sure you wake up just in time to tune in. Yeah, me too. Shouts to Carmine. He's always got something to talk about. That's good. Yeah. Tony Buick too. Islamic Jihad boy. Anyway, all right, guys. We'll catch you in the next episode. Until next time, peace.